Whoa, there we go. They won't hear you for a second. Because, man, we've had to do a couple things to get this one going. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's smooth now. What is going on with OBS? Alright. Hey, hello everybody. Hello, Kami. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me, because things are getting a little dicey over here. And we immediately have a crash. Or not. Oh, yep, there's a crash. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is PyroFalkon, and this is Mercury Fallen, which I'm going to try to get rebooted here. So, Mercury Fallen is an early access title, and so I'm having to do a little bit of fighting. I apologize for the big black screen right now. We're working on it. Mercury Fallen is a colony builder, similar to RimWorld, and without the pain. And Mercury Fallen did, we did cover it once, almost a year ago to the day. I looked it up, and it was March 19th, I believe, that we covered it last year. But, it's had a big update, so I'm trying to get things going to check out some of the new content. I tried it out last night to kind of get a feel for how to play again, to remind myself how to play. And I'm glad I did, because I had forgotten absolutely everything. But I also intended to play for about a half hour just to get my feet back wet. And I wound up playing until about 4 in the morning, because I love colony builders. So let me get through this and make sure everything is relatively functional here, which it seems to be. Please let me know if there are any problems with the sound or the video or anything else in the chat. Okay, the Akamura, let me try to get your mic functional now.
I am living for that beat.
Alright, I think I got you about where my level is.
Oh, there's Nightbot.
Hey. Alright, and Mercury Fallen, probably Tim Pelham is in the chat right now. Yep. So hello, and thank you very much for the game. As a disclaimer, he gave me this game for free last year. So we are good to go.
Tell you what, if he didn't, you would have paid for it.
I would have paid for it. This is the type of game that is absolutely in my wheelhouse. So we've got a few colonists to start off, and I did not get lucky, never mind. I was going to say I got Soup's lucky because I thought there was a fourth person in here, but apparently not. Not yet. In my save yesterday, there was a fourth person who wound up being very,
Oh, is it too loud for me?
I turned you back down.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're good now.
Awesome.
So, is the video choppy? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had to do a little fighting to get this one to work.
It's fine on my end, and that's including taking up our bandwidth, so Sakubo, you might just need to do a restart.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm glad that's smooth then. I just want to assure everybody, it's only because I'm streaming that we were having some problems. The game runs totally fine, and last night it ran totally fine. It's just when I throw streaming on top of it. I may have to do an upgrade to my computer this year. So, yeah. Anybot. So, yes, this is a colony builder. I can even name the 3 colonists we have after you. There isn't much risk at the moment, but I've seen what is going to be kind of on the agenda for Mercury Fallen, so I am eager for the future. There's surface exploration and all sorts of things, and I'm going to try to get as far as I can in a couple hours here. So, Pyro pro tip, by the way. So, in RimWorld, and I think even just like last year, I hesitate to make the RimWorld comparison because I don't want to just constantly compare an early access game to a game that has been out a little while. But so in RimWorld, you can basically assign all your colonists jobs, and you can tell them to do everything at once. In this game, every colonist only has 3 jobs they can do. So here's Bill Watson, and again, if you want the name changed and you want a character named after you, let me know. Bill Watson's jobs are he can be a doctor, he can do comms officer, or he can be a scientist. The problem is we don't need any of that right now. We need miners and builders.
So he's completely useless?
Yes, but you can change which jobs they do just by clicking on the little hex here. So right now we're going to change his jobs around. And they retain the levels they get for doing these jobs. It's just a matter of, at least at the beginning, you need to make sure you kind of micromanage and tell everybody to do those 3 jobs. You need them to build, mine, and probably haul, so you can move some things around.
I was about to say, if all of his jobs are useless, that's pretty Dave of him.
Yes, last time around, we were telling the story of Dave, because every little company has a Dave, and yeah, we had a couple Daves last time. I also had to set the graphics to low, so some of the graphical fidelity here is kind of bad, but it's only because of the graphical settings, because I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have to do it. The game runs just fine, I just want to assure you all. Also, they've added this cute little spider bot, and he also has his jobs he can do, so we're going to activate him. And look at his little feeties.
Oh.
So he can only do 4 jobs. 4 possible jobs, but he can help you mine and deconstruct these garbage walls and everything early enough, so he's going to do his job.
Dave-tastrophe is still on the to-do list.
Dave-tastrophe? I can't wait. If you actually add a Dave-tastrophe, we will love this game and keep promoting it forever. But yeah, so yeah, the Akamura went on a Dave spree when she the last time around.
I mean, Dave went on a Dave spree, and I just called him
spree.
out on it.
So I can give you some Pyro pro tips if you want to try this out for yourself. By the way, there's a link in the video description if you want to check out this game on Steam. I can't remember the cost, but it's pretty reasonable because it's because it is early access at the moment. So, Pyro pro tip: all of these things on the ground, you can eventually dig them up, but because the map is so large, especially for the moment, there's no dangers out here in the fog of war. You don't have to worry about building over any of these tiles that look special, because there are plenty of those tiles out there. I mean, if you get desperate, you can always, you know, dig up your own floors or whatever, but what I personally prefer doing is to just ignore them and build wherever the heck I want to build. So we need to get ourselves a little bedroom for everybody first. That's 1 bed, 2 bed, 3 bed, and then the entrance hall.
Cam says we also had a Karen.
Ah, crap. I miscalculated where I was going. We had a Karen last time?
Yep. And, irony of ironies, my new job, I work with someone named Dave and someone named Karen, and they're both very lovely people.
Wow. Yeah, we better go here. So, your opening moves when you start off a new Mercury Fallen game is you need to just clear out an area because there's just never enough space to work with. Luckily, your people are pretty low maintenance. Right from the start, you can make a crop field, and all you need is... Oh, I can't put one on the hallway? Oh, that makes sense. All you need is just a couple crop fields, and then you'll be good to go. You do need to make hemp, and you need more than a couple for that. But,
oh, K Shizzle's here. It's been a while.
Okay, Shizzle. Wow, it has been a while. Thank you for joining the stream. So I'm in triple speed here. Yeah, so for anyone who wants to make the natural comparison between this and RimWorld, RimWorld is much harsher, much harder, much more prone to everything going wrong. This one is way more chill. So if you're just looking for a simple colony builder, that isn't full of agony and pain, Mercury Fallen is your best bet at the moment. I don't know what all they're planning on adding, but
they're planning on adding Dave, so brace
yeah,
yourself.
That's true. As long as Dave gets added, there will be some Dave-pocalypses happening. I need to destroy those floors. Get out of there. Dig, my little minions, dig! Alright. Hey, there's a treasure chest. And I got a bunch of tech stuff. Cool. So I am skipping a few things that we did the last time around. For example, this screen shows all of the different logs. There was a colonist named Alex Kenner, and he's got, or she, since that's a gender-neutral name, Alex Kenner had one hell of an adventure before we got here. So we can check those out once we've got a few more logs. Basically, it wasn't great. It was not a good time for Alex Kenner. But we will survive better than Alex does because I'm in charge. And I'm good at games or something.
K Shizzle asks, sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what is Dave?
What is Dave?
He's only the most awful person on the planet.
Exactly. And then because we're on a different planet here.
What a willful jerk.
We probably came to this planet to get away from Dave.
I bet we came to this planet to dump Dave off and run, and then we found out we were stranded, so we had to work with Dave, which was the whole problem.
Exactly. Are you still too loud? Is the Akamura still too loud?
Yeah, if I'm too loud, let me know.
Yeah, you're a bit loud. Oh, we didn't get a chance to do any of our volume tests that we normally do because I was having problems getting everything running.
The Mercury Fallen account asks, or how is Dave? We don't have to ask how Dave is. Dave will tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Dave will tell us.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave. This is my first coffee of the morning, and you're already bothering me.
Dave is the type of person who you show up to the office barely holding it together. He got up at like 4 in the morning and didn't need a drop of coffee and had all his energy. And he just wants to share pictures of his kids and all of their accomplishments with you.
And his kids look just like he does.
Oh, God, even the girls.
They're all girls.
They're all girls. All right, so I'm going to tear down some of these floors to make this look all pretty. I generally always run this particular game in triple speed because there's very little danger at the moment. In the Steam review part is not exceptionally helpful because it's showing a lot of reviews from the state of the game from a year and a half ago, and it's not the greatest pile of information to use as a result, so your mileage may vary on this. Alright, I don't know why I built these here. Get these out of there.
Kayla was asking for a rundown of the game, and what's the goal?
Right now, the only goal is survival. There is a story, but this isn't... There is no end game yet as far as, like... Again, I always hate to make the comparison because it makes me sound disrespectful, I think, to this one. But basically, there's no goal like there would be in RimWorld. There's no spaceship to get to or anything like that yet. But there is a lot of stuff to explore out in the world once we get there. And we should be able to get surface exploration. It took me longer last night than it did the first time I played, which is weird because, I didn't know what I was doing the first time I played. So I think what happened is with the recent big update to Mercury Fallen, they added a few more steps to the beginning here. And so it's caused me to take things a bit slower than I intended to take them. Okay, those are going to be some storage chests. And we can also do but I am very glad I did some practice last night because I'm far more efficient than I would have been otherwise. And believe me, again, kind of like RimWorld, you want to make sure your opening moves are relatively set up the way you want to set them up. So right now, you don't need that much food. So if you do one plant or one crop field per person, then you're pretty much good on food forever.
Saul is asking what the small boxes are on the ground.
Those are structure resin. Those are the things that we got by pulling up the different floors and the walls. They're just resources. We don't have any place to put them yet, which is what my peeps are working on right now. Oh, by the way, you can change a lot of what the colonists look like. Like, here's Alice Lane. Didn't Holly volunteer to be a colonist?
Let me look back through the log.
So we've got ourselves Holly here. So Holly is currently... Where are you? Stop moving. Holly! Stop. Well, get to a position where you can be on camera. Okay, there we go. So here's our girl.
It looks like Holly didn't, but we have a Holly.
Oh, alright. We have a Holly. So her avatar is like, has pink hair. So I'm going to go ahead and give her kind of a pink suit. And so you can change all these colors however you want. So we can deck her out however we want to deck her out. So now Holly here is wearing pink and purple, and she's very easy to spot in the crowd as she's continuing to grab some boxes to move around. The models have gotten an upgrade. If you compare this to the first run we did, the models look much, much better. I can't even remember if they had faces the last time or if they were kind of like nuggets. I just straight up can't remember. But they look good now. And we got one dude sleeping in the dirt field with a box on top of him. And apparently Holly is sleeping standing up. Good job, Holly. Who else did we have anyone?
Well...
Oh, can the first scientist be Dr. Jewett? Yes, we can. Let's see, that was Bill Watson, so we'll rename him to Dr. Jewett. Okay.
And the Mercury Fallen account says it's awesome that you checked it out ahead of time. A lot has changed since the last time.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. The tutorial is much nicer here. I actually appreciate that that it's not a strict tutorial where it's like click here, now click here, now click here. I actually don't like those for colony builders. So here the tutorial is just a checklist, and you can mouse over any given part of it to see what we need to do, such as construct elevator. I would suggest that there is either a tutorial or a part of the checklist tells the player how to assign jobs, because that tripped me up last night. I forgot how to tell my people to do other things, and that really kind of messed me up when I was trying to do my opening moves. But that's, it's whatever. And just a humble suggestion from yours truly. All right, so we need an elevator which connects us to the surface. We'll put it there. And that will be the start of our situation. We also need a refinery room, which I'm going to put over here, so we need to clear out some more space. This is why I said, your opening moves, everyone needs to build and everyone needs to mine, because at first, that's the most important thing. You need to get all this crap out of here so you have room to work with. And you don't need a really exceptionally large colony. You need some room, and your people don't like dirt. So, got to do what you can do.
Mercury Fallen says, yeah, job assignment is on the list. There's some reference to that in the checklist items, but more focus on that is going to be added.
Cool. Yeah, and I really appreciate how much you are listening to the community. I mean, not just me. I've been seeing... I have been idly watching the progress, because even though I haven't covered the game since last year, every time Tim was kind of doing a Follow Friday and had my name on it, or just made announcements of Mercury Fallen, I was checking it out because I had wanted to get to this sooner than this. I just didn't have the time, unfortunately. And the progress I've been seeing has been fantastic. So I am eager for the finished product. Let's see. Refinery floor. We'll make this, 'cause I don't think I can build a wall on water, can I?
William Jewett is asking, do you need any sort of space suit or anything to go to the surface?
No, not as yet. All you need to do is have the proper tech researched. And we're a minute away from that, but we're getting there. So first we get the refinery room, and then we're going to need a science room. Now, when it says room, that's a little bit of a misnomer. It doesn't have to be a separate room. You just need a floor that matches what you're looking for. For example, I'm going to put it over here. We're going to kind of dig out this section. And then we'll set up a little science room over here. Also, you can see I'm kind of doubling up my hallways. You don't have to do that. You don't have to make the hallways too wide, but I do. Who just passed out? Could you all stop passing out in the middle of the job? It'd be great. We got things to do. All right, so we have Jen Rinaldi, if anyone wants to volunteer to take her. And I will rename them after you.
Holly mentioned Christine Kachansky because apparently there's a lot of Red Dwarf references going on.
Red Dwarf?
I think it's a sci-fi show.
I
didn't see it.
Also, the robot can be renamed if anyone wants to be the robot. That seems like a Mark thing, except he is not here. Give them some space coffee? Only if it's made out of potatoes, so really it'd be more like they're getting space vodka.
Let's name the little robot after Nightbot.
Oh, that's a good idea. We'll name him after... Hey, stop. Would you
Come here,
just stop
Scuttles.
moving for 2 flippin' seconds so I can click on you.
Just like Nightbot.
Just like Nightbot. All right, there we go. Now we got Nightbot.
Yep. Solskinet would like to take the other girl if no one wants her.
Oh, that works. All right. So for Jewett and Soul, let me know your favorite colors and I'll dress them up that way. So, Soul. In my game last night, I discovered a 4th person in a pod nearby, which I don't recall that happening to me the first time around. That is one thing I'm shaky at. I like having the developer here in any game, but especially this one because I get to ask questions. So I don't know how to get more colonists if they're out in the world or what. So do you have any tips on that, Tim, in the chat?
Saul would like to know what colors are available.
Basically all of them. Basically all of the colors. All right, so let's get a little...
Do you have a
2 by...
like a list of the colors that are available to make them, or
green, red, blue, purple, yellow, orange, all the colors of the rainbow. I almost just said something that would have gotten me in trouble. Anyway, all the colors of the rainbow, man. They're all in there. Let's see. All right, now we need a
William
science
Jewett
floor.
would like green and white.
Green and white. I will make that happen. I probably made this too small. Yeah, that's going to get me into trouble eventually. Well, whatever.
Saul would like something yellow.
Okay, so Jewett would like green and white.
Mercury Fallen says there are some stasis capsules / robots that can be found or dug out underground. Aside from that, there's a cloning chamber or robot assembler that can be researched and constructed.
The cloning chamber. Okay, I haven't seen that yet. I knew about the... Actually, looks pretty good. And black pants for an accent. Yeah, that looks rad. He looks like a Mountain Dew Amp energy drink threw up on him. Like the actual energy drink threw up on him. I like that. All right, then Soul wants yellow. Yeah, let's give her Steelers colors. We'll give her black and yellow. Hey, that's a good look for her too. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Sport ball.
Soul is sunny yellow, and Jewett is amp green. That's awesome. All right, so now I need a science. I actually need 2 science facilities. Now that I know how to again be efficient, but one can start, and we need to run a power line over there. So the elevator here is connected to the surface. And the elevator, or the surface, has a solar panel, so you get a little bit of power out of your elevator once you have it going. And we need to get I need to get it going because our little Nightbot buddy here is out of juice. So I need to fix that.
He's a sleepy robot. Maybe that's why he has trouble auto-modding.
Alright, so we've got that. Now let's build a little bit more hallway. And a little bit more power conduit. There we go. Alright, so once they get all that done, we should be in okay shape. Yeah. Spray that desk to be made there.
K Shizzle accuses Nightbot of being lazy.
He kind of is. Let's see.
Saul says, I don't have a favorite national soccer team, but AIK's colors are yellow and black, so that works.
Hey, there we go. Alright, I also need a charging port for our boy. So that's there, although... Let's see, I need to hook it up. I guess I should have run the conduit. Well, whatever. There we go. Alright, so our boy will charge up. We don't have batteries yet, but we'll get them. So then we need to assign somebody to be our scientist. And there's another Pyro pro tip. Once you've got your initial room kind of set up like this, if you have an exclusive scientist, it's probably in your best interest. So who is our smartest person? Dr. Jewett has a 6 in smarts. Soul has an 8, and Holly has a 7. Oh, everyone's smart. Okay, so Soul, you are our exclusive scientist.
Genergy is reminding everybody to hit the like button, and in fact, if we can get a like spike going...
That would be very helpful.
Everybody, please hover your cursor over the like button down in the middle of your screen. And 3, 2, 1, like spike!
Like spike!
We started at 6, so let's see where that goes. Up to 9.
Meanwhile,
12 now.
I'm going to change Holly's jobs around. Holly has done a great job for the beginning, but now we're going to make her our engineer, technician, and botanist. That is what she shall be doing.
We're up to 14 now.
Dang, thank you, everybody. All right, so once you've got that going, your next thing is you can set what you want to craft. Always set each item for until you have a certain amount. So, for example, we always want to have 100 structure resin. You actually want more than that, but that's a good start. And then we also always want 30 bioplastic is a decent amount. And we also always want 30 cloth, which is a decent amount. There we go. So Holly, being our only constructor, will get on this as soon as she's done sleeping on dirt. And we should be all right here. And we need to start working on science. Right now it's in the middle of the night. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So the solar panel is down. We have no batteries, so everyone's just kind of wandering about right now. Nothing to do. But I can at least start, or I should say continue, tearing down these walls and rocks and such just to get them out of here. And so we have more resources available. But yeah, for a good example of like how the Steam reviews aren't exceptionally helpful right now, one of the top reviews I glanced at was complaining that there was no autosave in the game, but autosave's been in for a little while, so it's nothing against Steam per se, but the way they promote reviews doesn't always help early access games. This is a good example of why.
Yeah, it needs to have a chronological function in a development timeline, I feel.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem is by default, Steam sorts its reviews by what's considered most helpful. But that generally means the oldest review, because the older the review is, the more people would click that it was helpful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, for an early access game, that's not very helpful. It should go by, it should just be chronological. The latest review would probably be more helpful than the most helpful review, so to speak. All right. So yeah, you want to break all these walls apart. That'll get you some nice, cheap structure resin which is the general building material, and everyone seems to be on it okay. Why is no one doing the science? Who's my scientist? Soul. Oh, because I set her to mine and build first. Okay, that's fine. I might
Stop
change
doing work.
priorities.
Make with the science.
No, I don't mind it, because if all 4 of them, that includes the robot, just gets to mining and building early, then it clears the crap out. Although, it's actually not... Maybe that isn't too bad of an idea, because
Mercury Fallen chimes in on the save issue. Manual saving is still available, and autosave can be disabled.
Yes. Let's see. I'm going to change Holly's priority. Or, I mean, Soul. So, Soul, I want you to scientist first. Mine second. Build third. Okay. So now she'll do mining or building because we have no electricity at the moment. Okay. So far, so good. So, early on, you also want to try to get as many people as you can doing science once you sort of have your base built. There goes Holly pulling up some potatoes as we're waiting for the weed to be done too. Holly doesn't have a whole lot of work she needs to do at the moment, but that's fine. Okay, that's sand. They're breaking up the sand. So the more a character does whatever, the better they get at it, which includes the robot as well. So they are trying to get things done here. And did I set the robot to haul? Because I don't think we have any haulers anymore. No. Alright, so Nightbot, you need to haul rather than build. I'll do mining and then do hauling. There we go. Okay. So now he does a little bum wiggle, which I love. Like, I love that animation when he picks up a box because he does a little bum wiggle when it's on him. Kind of reminds me of the robots of Death Stranding. Look at that little bum wiggle.
Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle.
He's just gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna walk on Dr. Jewett there, but... Nope. Anyway. Alright, back to triple speed. Meanwhile, I am drinking vanilla Coke, the hashtag not sponsored, which I haven't had in a long time. Ah. Alright. Little robot is called Nightbot, and it looks like it has a solar panel. Ironic. Probably. Hey, we grew a bunch of hemp. Thank you, Holly, for grabbing the hemp. And now we can turn that hemp into plastic and something else. And then we can, cloth. And there goes Soul typing away. This is how you science. Or at least this is how Soul sciences. She just gets behind the computer and starts slapping the keyboard a bunch. I like that sound effect. I don't know if it's being picked up, but it's a nice key click sound effect. Kalo's asking, are we stuck with this many people? No, there are more. You can see down here in the bottom right corner, our colonist cap is 10. And that's what I was asking earlier. I don't know how to rapidly gain new colonists, but if there's a cloning chamber, then that would do it.
Yep, and
I just don't know where that is.
Somewhere in the tech tree, probably.
There it is. Cloning. It's a definitely a high-tech.
William Jewett says, so science equals Hackerman?
Yes. All right, we need to get these going ASAP.
Rainwolf's dog had puppies.
What? What happened?
Rainwolf's dog had puppies.
Oh, real.
Yes.
Okay. Yay, puppies!
I'll have to check that out after the stream.
Oh, did he post pictures in the Discord?
Yes.
I gotcha.
So if you've got Discord access after the stream, please, you can head in there, and it should be the Cute Animals tab.
All right.
You can see all the little bitsies.
Oh, good. We have 10 cloth. Okay. So you can assign beds, but just for funsies, I like not assigning beds. So I let the colonists make their own beds or choose their own beds. They will randomly pick a bed to sleep in if they don't have one assigned. So, there we go. We've got our first bed now in the bunk. And, yeah, up here you can assign it, but I'm just going to leave it undone. It's especially helpful when you only have one bed, because that way whoever needs it can sleep. Yeah, you can see right now everyone's just kind of hanging out and not doing anything, because there's nothing to do at night at the moment. So again, just got to keep getting resources this early. The map does have an edge of the world to it. We're about to hit it over here. There's nothing beyond. There's no danger of falling off the edge or anything like that. So we can just dig our way to the very edge of everything and keep it going. What is that?
William Jewett says...
Nightbot is now a level 2 miner. Go ahead, sorry.
William Jewett asks, so it just ends up being musical beds?
Yes. Hopefully there's no mysterious stains in any of them. I have a feeling everyone's going to be carrying a UV light to make sure that there is nothing untoward going on. Right. Yep, all of this turns into structure resin, and you need as much of it as you can. Right now we've got over 500 of it, which is a damn good start, but... oh, someone's in the bed. That would be Holly. Holly is healing up. Holly, I think, got a hand cramp at some point.
Ow.
Because she's doing too much mining right now.
Kalo asks, if you click a research project in the menu that's got prerequisites before it, will it either A, highlight those needed, or B, auto-queue those needed for that research?
Neither, mainly because it's pretty obvious, like, what the tree looks like here. I don't know why I couldn't drag that. But anyway, I mean, all the prerequisites are just everything in the line. I'm okay with with that not happening, because you have to actually click to unlock it. Like for the recipe, for example, I'm clicking steel billet, and in order to unlock it, I just have to click this big ol' unlock button. So it's kind of obvious that it needs to pop. But yeah, so we'll get power storage next, and then coal powered generator.
Rainwolf
we'll be
says
good for a little bit.
On the thread of mysterious stains, you can make the bedroom purple, and that way it looks like there's always a black light on.
See, now you're thinking. Alright, hey, our little buddy is getting wirelessly charged up there. Bye, Nightbot. Try not to cause too many problems. Okay, so... with everyone kind of occupied... See, we really need a second science lab, but the solar panel on the surface isn't really generating enough power to justify it. So that's why I sort of go full bore toward getting the power solution, because the coal power plant is really powerful. Like it might be even a little OP. I'm not sure if they're intending for it to be as good as it is, because it's really good. Once you get the coal plant situated, you basically don't need resources anymore. Or, I mean, power.
Okay, Shizzle is asking, when can you grow more space veggies?
That I'm not sure of. I don't even know if I can I? There are additional crops that are unlockable, but I don't know how to get them. There's something there, some sort of mushroom, and that kind of looks like a weed or a dandelion.
Kalo is asking if there are any hostiles to worry about. Not at this stage in development, except for the hostile work environment created by Dave.
Yes. There are surface exploration missions you can do. I don't believe that they can pose a threat yet, but the developer can correct me on that one.
Mercury Fallen says the coal generator is too OP. That will be changed as well as additional power generation methods.
Gotcha. Yeah, last night when I was working with it, I made one coal power plant and like 4 batteries, and then you just never have to worry about power the rest of your life. Like, it's ridiculous. So, but I mean, that's the thing with early games, you know? It's fun finding those exploits, because that helps the devs kind of figure things out and prioritize and shift numbers. All right, so utility floor, let's do... I want it 5 wide. Perfect. Okay, and then we need a wall here. All right, and then we need a door. This is going to be our power generation room.
Mercury Fallen says you can harvest the mushrooms on the ground to get the discovery needed to unlock them in research.
Oh, I was unaware of that. Okay. I knew they added, so these harvestable wild plants were not a thing when we played last time. But I didn't realize they gave research. In that case, we're going to start hauling them all up. Alright, are we out of anything? Nope, we look good. It's a bit dark in here. We need to get some lights going, but I want to get that coal generator before I worry about it.
Rainwolf is thanking the developer for coming to the stream to give us info, and yes, thank you for coming and joining us.
I'm sorry, Soul was just sleeping right where we had a doorway planned.
That's fine.
I mean, there was a bed over there that was open. Now we've got 2 beds, so I don't know what Soul is doing sleeping on the ground, but...
Kalo asks, is the mini-map in the corner showing the entire map, or will it soon zoom out when you get to the perimeter?
Nope, it is the entire map. That's why we're kind of pinned down to this bottom part. There are 3 sizes of maps, and only because of the stream issues... I've set it to the smallest map, which is 80 tiles by 80 tiles. But the normal map is 100 by 100, and the large is 120, I think, to a side. So it's a lot of space. It doesn't sound like a lot of space, but I'm sure as it becomes easier or quicker or whatever to get more colonists, you know, as the game evolves, I'm sure that the space will be at a premium. Oof.
The stream is hiccuping for Holly. Is anybody else having issues?
Yeah, please let us know. The game is having a tiny stutter now and then, but I think it's the autosave. Because there's no visual indicator that it's autosaving as far as I'm aware. Oh, we've maxed out our research points. We have 300, so now I need to spend some. You don't have to wait that long. I was just... Alright, am I back? I should be back. Everything's looking good on my end, according to OBS.
Yep, let us know how your visual's doing, guys. Mine's working just fine.
Are you back to live, the Akamura?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I never left. I should have. I turned it off for like a minute. Oh, I never left on your screen. Okay, so there is a buffering issue then. Interesting. Because I killed the stream for about 60 seconds.
I'm going to go ahead and pause my stream so that'll free up a little bit of bandwidth.
Huh. Weird. Alright. Keep on digging, my little colonists. Dig, dig, dig. You got nothing better to do.
Diggy diggy hole.
Yes, diggy diggy the hole. So also the last time I played, if you dug up the dirt, you would get a mineral called mineral compound, and you could turn that into more resin. Now, that's not a thing. Mining up dirt doesn't give you anything, so you just want to mine up dirt to get it out of your way. Stone, however... which is this, that gives you your mineral compound, which can turn into resin. Ginergy
refreshed, and it looks like it's working all right for him.
Oh, sweet. Okay. No, you're not annoying at all, Kalo.
Oh, no. You're asking the important questions.
Yeah, we like talking about the game and, you know, selling this to people, so to speak. So, by the way, I'm not paid for this, by the way, other than the dev giving me a copy of the game for free.
We're just having fun.
We're just having fun, and this type of game is in my wheelhouse. Like... very much so. I love colony builders of all kinds, and I've played a bunch. From Surviving Mars and RimWorld to Stonehearth and this, and there was one that I tried. I don't want to give its name, partly because I don't fully remember it. Oh, wait, I remember it. I don't want to shit on it, so I'm not going to give its name. But like it sounded very promising that it would be a colony builder mixed in with like a logistical and managerial puzzle, and they just completely whiffed on the execution. Even the finished product feels more like it's still early access. I will not. Again, part of the reason I'm not naming it is because I don't want any of these to sound like accusations. But it feels like the game, they kind of gave up on it and they just said screw it and sent out the early access version as the finished version. And so I was really disappointed because it sounded incredible and it just never finished. But Mercury Fallen, conversely, like seeing Tim's passion on Twitter and the progress they make, like this thing's gonna get done. I don't know when, I don't know how what it's gonna look like when it's done exactly.
It already looks fun in this early build.
Yes, and it is very fun. All right, so we're gonna make 4 batteries, and I need to extend out my.
K Shizzle
Power
asks if you
conduit.
can build a space disco.
Well, now I want to.
Dave will probably ruin it.
We'll get a disco ball, and Dave will think it's a piñata and smack it with a bat.
I just thought about him smacking a disco ball with a bat.
Sends shards of mirrors just everywhere, breaking our conduits. Freaking Dave. And then he'll blame us for it. He'll be like, if you didn't want me to smash it with a bat, why did you bring it into the colony? And we'll be like, why did you bring a bat to the colony?
If you didn't want me to smash it open, then why is it filled with candy? Dave, you're eating glass.
Freaking Dave, man. All right, so open the food chest. Hooray. We got 8 potatoes, I think, and a log.
Tater.
Soul
Tater
what?
log.
Soul has contracted stomachache while eating arrowhead fungus. So she did not like the shrooms. Sorry, Soul. Get a stronger stomach, I guess. Why are these not getting built? Yeah, okay.
If
so
your
I need
stomach
resin,
can't handle
plastic.
shrooms, you should make some tea with
Ooh.
it.
I need copper ingots, and I don't have those. Okay, that'll be the next thing we have to research after we get the coal plant. Okay. So the solar panel, if you can see in the bottom left corner, right now it's 0 out of 0, but when the solar panel is active, it gives like 250 watts, which is enough to run like 2 machines, and that's about it. When the coal plant is made, it's a lot more than that. So, you'll say, eh.
Saul says, yuck, probably to my mushroom tea.
Oh,
But,
Mercury Fallen seems to be a bit behind on the stream.
No, he said that a while ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see the timestamp. Never mind. Sorry. Like, normally I look more at the chat than I'm looking, but right now I'm just, like, so hyper-focused on making sure the colonists don't poop themselves that, yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
But, a pro tip, if you're trying mushrooms for the first time, make a tea out of it.
Mushroom tea.
Saul says no to what she ate and got sick.
Oh. Alright, so there we go. I can do that.
Please take your psilocybin in responsible amounts.
Hey, everyone's sleeping. Never mind, bye, Holly. But everyone was sleeping. I do kind of like this, that there are no work schedules. Everyone just kind of sleeps when they have to. They eat when they have to. To me, that seems like the way it would be in an actual colony situation like this. You wouldn't necessarily stick to a day-night cycle, especially since you're underground. There is no day-night cycle. It's just always dark. A little depressing. Alright, we're going to set to mine this entire thing.
Okay, Shizzle asks what happens if the colonists get upset.
Nothing as yet that I've seen, although it could just be because their needs are so chill right now that it's not that big of a deal. I haven't gotten any of my colonists to die or starve. They just get upset. They just get a little perturbed when they hurt their wrist doing things, and that's about it.
There's a blast from the past. Kayla Shade just called for enemy reinforcements.
That was streaming Sundays number 3.
Meat bun. Meat bun.
Meat bun.
Meat
Hey,
bun.
there we go. Okay, so now we're going to research coal power plants. There we go. And now we're going to build that sucker right over here. Like so. And with that done, we're even going to prioritize that to the top. Oops. And with that, I can make another science station. Oh, I meant to... Oh, whatever. Put it there. Okay.
Mercury Fallen says stress was a bit nerfed in the last update. More stress-related effects are in the works as well,
Cool.
including Dave.
Yay! Yeah, I don't even think stress was in the game when we covered it last. Like, I know there was hunger and fatigue and...
Yep, Dave just slept on the ground with no issues, the weirdo.
Yeah, they're stressing out a bit. Right now, stress is tied to the decor, so as long as they're not in dirt, like, as long as they're on tile or in a room or something like that, then they're a little bit more relaxed. It's a bit simplistic, but it works, and I kind of like it, rather than it being overly complicated.
Can you imagine that in universe, though?
What?
Hey guys, I know we've been like mining and farming and doing all this stuff for weeks now, but it kind of looks like ass around here. Doesn't it look like ass to you?
Was that Dave talking?
Probably. Kayla says, what about sickness? Are there any plans to implement stuff like the flu and such? Well, Saul just got a mushroom stomach ache, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even the wrist cramps, like, that slows them down. So what's going on here? I'm going to slow this down so you can kind of see it. You can sort of see the either green plus or red minus that shows up when Jewett here is mining. So if it's a plus, then they're working on their job. If it's a minus, then they're failing at their job and not making much progress. So Jewett isn't doing a tremendous amount of good here with mining, but he's getting there. And what that is, you can see here we mouse over his mining job. In any given moment, he has a 41% chance of success to mine. 21% of that is coming from his level. 2% of it is coming from his intelligence. So I guess he's dumb as a post. And he's getting a small bonus from athletics, and he's getting a larger bonus from having big muscles. So he's working on it. And as he levels up, he'll get better. But
Mark is here.
Hello,
and
Mark.
he's
Thank you for
very
joining the
interested
stream.
in Mercury Fallen immediately.
Yes.
Mercury Fallen says, random events such as cave-ins, crop disease, sickness, and more is being worked on for the next update.
Oh, that's awesome. When that big update drops, I'll probably cover the game again. The only reason I haven't done a full series on Mercury Fallen is because there isn't a goal for an end game yet. But once the game is finished, and again, that's, we don't know whenever that's going to be. I don't have any hard plans for any of that.
Yep.
But, like, when it gets done, I will cover the crap out of this game because this is, again, right in my wheelhouse.
Yep. And we can keep making streams for every major update.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, we need copper ingots and we don't have any, so I need to change our research priority. We're going to go... where is it? Plumbing... Surface exploration. Is it tech printing? It can't be tech printing. Or do I already have it? Oh, I already have it. It's the ore refinery. Jeez. Alright. We just need to make an ore refinery.
The next update is apparently has the working title Farming and Harming Update.
That is a great title. Please keep that. That is such a good title. Alright. So... Alright, we built our second science station, but no one else is set to science, which is fine, because we don't have the power to run it anyway. But once this thing gets built, then we'll be able to assign colonists to start making metal. Well, Holly will be the... I just realized this gun is shooting out a bunch of plastic gears and metal, because I never zoomed in that far. That's really funny. All right, anyway.
Mark asks, in terms of thematics, what's the story?
It is a desperate situation. Humanity is now exploring a new planet, and we kind of crashed into the ground.
Dave was driving.
So now here we are, and we're just trying to make the most of the situation.
Mercury Fallen says food does not rot.
Right.
So that's good.
Oh, that is good. I didn't know that, because there is a refrigerator in the game.
Heavenly Guinea Pig, I think that's Ayla, asks, will the game take place entirely underground? And Mark says, God damn, Dave.
Certainly, at least, the base part, I believe, is always going to be underground, but there is a planet map, which is the... Oh yeah, this is our facility, all right? And eventually we can get people exploring places. These are hexes, which is each is a tile that may have a random event show up. You can see there's biomes here. We've got kind of the ocean to the side and some grassland here. But to tell you the scale, that's about, what, a tenth of the map? You can see in the bottom right with the mini-map how large this thing is. And there is clearly a lot of potential just in this, where secrets of the planet or perhaps additional people or other events can show up in any of these tiles. So it's not like the game is hurting for space. So this really does speak to something I like, where you have a base or a colony or a whatever, a headquarters, and you go out into a massive world to try to get resources and bring them back. So even if you dig out your entire headquarters, you still have all this space to work with that may contain, you never know. So we will get there. I am blitzing to get surface exploration. I just need to get a couple things kind of dealt with my infrastructure first.
And
like
Mercury Fallen confirms there's still a lot more planned for surface content.
Yeah, right now the surface content is basically random events, and then you send out an away team to go deal with it and then come back. But yeah, I mean, that's what I love about that specific thing. The surface content can be literally anything. I mean, that's... Especially when the game is done, I bet mod makers are going to freaking love the surface content. Because you'll be able to, I don't know. I mean, you could, if a given event could be just like a set of flags and triggers for when a person, an away team gets there. I mean, that'll be limitless for the different outcomes that could happen. Will there be a chance of flooding your underground facility, either from surface flooding or tapping into an underground water source? That'd be awesome. There is a water already. That's what this is. We'll be able to tap that water eventually. And then this is a steam vent. We can get some power out of there eventually.
Mercury Fallen already confirmed there will be area events. Let me see where that was.
Why is nobody doing anything?
Harvesting
Guys,
shrooms.
there's power. Why are you... Whoa, something went wrong somewhere. Why is there no power there? I must have missed a conduit.
It was here somewhere. Where
crap.
was it?
They can't get to this spot. Okay, another Pyro pro tip. If you go to... As you can see in my conduits, this blue one here... Is my mouse growing? Yeah, okay. This blue one here, that needs to be built, and they can't reach it. So if you ever accidentally do that, just blow out the wall behind it. And then they'll be able to. They can build one tile away from where they can stand. So now, you can see Soul, there we go. Soul just did it that quick. So now we'll put the wall back. Hopefully Soul gets out of there. Okay, so now we've got power going into the ore refinery, so we should be able to start getting some metal once Holly's done with the plants. Yep, there she goes.
There it is. I found it. Mercury Fallen confirmed random events such as cave-ins, crop disease, and sickness is being worked on. So, again, lower. While new mechanics to water usage are planned, flooding probably won't be a thing. Okay. But cave-ins will be a thing. So,
Great, that plays into my fear.
yeah.
Alright. I mean, I'm not fully claustrophobic, but I am afraid of cave-ins. So, hooray. Dave probably caused it by sneezing when everyone told him to shut up.
I'm afraid of sinkholes.
Alright.
Apparently right before a sinkhole, like, triggers, you just, like, hear the ground settling, like, deep underground, and it hits that decibel that makes humans afraid.
What?
When a sinkhole triggers and is about to fall, you can hear the ground settling, like, at a low frequency, and it hits that, like, frequency in a human's brain that makes them, like, filled with dread.
Okay, everyone's still just kind of hanging out, not doing anything. Okay, let's dig out some more of this
Shizzle
rock.
says, dig too deep and end up releasing a Balrog. We'll just throw Dave at it.
Yeah, if Dave goes down, it's really no big loss. Alright. Yeah, I guess I may as well have my guys digging stuff out at night, since there's not really much else to do. I mean, at the moment, there is plenty to do. I just need to get stuff researched. Yes, let's do tech printing, because we're going to start going across this direction so we can get surface exploration. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole.
Mark asks, what inspired you with making the game? Any particular muses in pop culture?
I'm interested in that, too.
Ayla asks, when mining, will there be different rock types implemented? Mercury Fallen responds, there are different types of tiles that provide different resources and require more time to mine. There may yet be more types, but more surface resource types are expected.
That makes sense. I bet there's probably going to be text that you can only research when you do stuff out on the surface to encourage you to take some risks and go out there. Alright. Eventually we'll need an operations room too. There's not really much we can do at the moment until we start getting some stuff researched and more progress being made. Who's our fourth? Oh, I guess it's Dr. Jewett. Oh, Jewett's still doing things. Alright, so we're going to change Dr. Jewett's priority. So rather than hauling, he can start being a scientist if he's got nothing better to do. So he can help out Sol, and we can start getting more techs much quicker. And very soon we'll be able to get to the surface. I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll make a room over here. I can even pre-make the room. Let's see... Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mercury Fallen responds to Mark, I'm a big fan of colony management and science fiction. Games like RimWorld and Dungeon Keeper 2 were certainly an inspiration, but I wanted to create a game a bit more focused on exploration and expansion.
I like that. I love the surface exploration thing that's happening. Like that. Oh, we got our coal generator. Okay, we basically don't have to worry about power for the rest of the game now. Which is good because now we can have all our machines operating at the same time.
Ayla asks, will there be any chance of volcanoes on the surface, either as extinct features or genuine threats?
Let's see. Need to dig out some of this. Alright, so we need... Oh, we've got it. Okay. Wait. Yep, there it is. Boop. Got it. Okay, so now we can do a little surface exploration. I need to get not the assembly room. Operations floor, that's what I need. Except, I just noticed the operations floor requires steel, which I don't have researched yet. So I need a little bit more research points so I can learn how to craft steel. I only need 50, and should be right there. Yep, there we go. Got it. Hooray!
Mark replies to Mercury Fallen, that's awesome. Having a love for a genre and expanding it is always a win.
Yeah, and I mean, you can, like I said, I can feel the passion behind this project, which is one of the reasons why I've been trying to cover it more. Because, I mean, there are a lot of colony builders out there, but there's also a lot of bad ones out there, like anything else. And there's so much potential in Mercury Fallen that I am eager to see it completed.
Mercury Fallen responds to Ayla, legitimate threats I'm unsure, but there are plans for a lot more expedition events. Could certainly be in there one way or another, and that's in response to volcanoes on the surface.
Cool. Alright. Yes, okay, so we're just making things for now. Yeah, so the colony's basically running itself at this point. I'm glad I kept my plants a little bit more modest. In my other save, if I remember right, I've got like 16 plant things, and a quarter of it is potatoes and the rest is hemp. So yeah, this is far more reasonable. All right. Are we out of... No, we got structure resin. Oh, there he goes. Jewett is putting the structure resin into the things. There he goes. Okay. Yep, right now the game's pretty much running itself. We won't need to intervene again until... Let's see... Vehicle construction, that's what I want. So, I need data servers, which costs 300 points. Alright. So far, so good. Can't remember the name of it, but one of my first colony builders on the PC had you running a space base, and it was the personality of the characters and charm for the style that made me love it. That wouldn't be, Oh, what was the name of that? Oh, I just recently played it a couple years ago. I want to say it's just called Space Colony. If that's the same one, because they just brought that back in a re-release. Well, I say just. Maybe it's been like 3 or 4 years. I was going to do that for the channel too and never did it.
Mercury Fallen responds to Mark, I love working on Mercury Fallen. I'm a sole developer and working full-time on the game. While a lot of focus recently has been on mechanics, I really want to work more on story. And Mercury Fallen responds with, yeah, Space Colony?
That sounds about right. Oh, man, we should do that one for the channel.
And Mark says he thinks it is Space Colony.
I can't believe I haven't done that for the channel yet. I think my problem with that one is I was going to do it for the main show because there is a story, and then like it just became so overwhelming that I decided not to do it after all. So we should bust that out. I should do that. Because until Evil Genius 2 comes out, we don't have a real colony builder that we're doing from start to finish on the show. So I should do that one. All right. There we go. Now we've got data servers. And now I need to make a data server over here. I actually need to make a couple. All right. Oof, glad that didn't interfere. I would hate to have to expand this room. Alright.
Mark says, I just remember one of the colonists is a girl who wears pink and loves shopping.
Her
name was Candy or something.
That is 100% Space Colony. And then there's a fat biker dude. And then there's like... It's weird, man. It tried to make this weird combination between The Sims and a colony builder, and for the most part it succeeded. There were some weird some very weird things going on with it, but yeah, I might. God, I forgot that game existed. I might go ahead and do that for the main show. All right. That would go over well, actually, given my audience with Evil Genius. Oh, you've never seen it, have you? You don't know what we're talking about.
Nope, not at all.
It's got a little Evil Genius in it. Yeah, that would probably do well on the show. All right, anyway. Excuse me. For Mercury Fallen and anyone who hasn't seen the show in a bit, I am still sick with the flu. It is... I mean, I'm well past the worst of it. I'm basically okay. But, I, still got that cough that won't go away, so... I'm working on it, man.
Mark
asks...
asks...
What is going on here? We need steel.
How do your colonists be individual? Is that how do they set themselves apart as individuals?
I think so. Because right now in Mercury Fallen, they don't really have their own personalities. Like, there are no traits or anything. There are some stats. So you can see here, like, Dr. Jewett has a 6 in smarts, a 6 in muscles, and I think that's an 8 in athletics. I'm looking at this tiny window, so forgive me here. But, like... You know, that's the whole of it. Other than renaming it and changing up their colors, we don't have anybody who's, you know, going to react a specific way to any given stimulus. They all just sort of operate right now. But you do have customization over them, which is one thing I like. Like, it's better than just not having that option. RimWorld did that. I downloaded a mod for RimWorld that we can actually change hairstyles now, which it's almost annoying to me that you're kind of set with whatever you've got. So, yeah, we'll be able to do some colonist tweaking next time we play RimWorld. Aww.
Mark asks, are there any plans to implement a mechanic in regards to traits? Physical appearance is a huge plus.
See, I'm going to expand this wall and knock down this part. You guys can get over there, right? You're not just getting stuck, are you? Yeah, okay. Good. Someone is slamming doors out there. I can't believe it's 5:30 and we've still got sunlight. Like that.
I know,
that tells
the
me we're
days are
getting
getting
closer to spring.
Days are getting longer. Well, you got to remember the darkest night of the year was a couple of months ago now.
It was. I don't miss it. I don't like the winter. All right. I've been watching Better Call Saul lately. I would love to see. Wow, I almost jumped without, like, giving my entire thought process. I'm watching season 3, and there's a storyline where, like, a bunch of builders are in an underground facility because they're building a thing in secret for story reasons. And they start to go a little batty because they've been underground just building crap for months. And they take them out to the surface, so to speak. Well, I mean, a strip club. But anyway, they take them out so they can get a little R&R. I would like to see the colonists in Mercury Fallen go a little stir-crazy, too, if you don't take them out for walkies every so often.
On the subject of colonists, Mercury Fallen responds to Mark, I originally had no plan to add much to colonists and thought of them as just drones, but I do plan to add more colonist personalities. I realize having a personal connection / emotional attachment is important.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Because if they are just drones or clones, then it's, I don't know, a little too easy to be like, go on a suicide mission. Who cares what happens?
And sometimes emotional detachment is important. Dave.
But, like, yeah, I mean, I would hope that, especially for a base builder like this, we don't wind up in a situation where our pawns are just like an RTS soldier. I mean, nobody cares about their RTS soldiers dying when you send a group of, I don't know, zerglings into the enemy encampment. Who cares if they die? It's just another 50 crystals or whatever to get another one. But when you only have... Huh?
That was dark.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But, like, with a colony builder, you can't do that. Because we got our little people who have crash landed. I mean, we got to take care of them. So, I mean, just even this, when I've added their colors and changed their names, it makes me more protective. In RimWorld, I've noticed that when I play RimWorld on my own, I don't change names, and I do get drawn to everybody. Like, I want to keep everyone relatively protected, but they're still just kind of assets to me. But then when I'm playing RimWorld with the fans, and I have named the colonists after the fans, like I also did here in Mercury Fallen, I want to protect them. I want to make sure they stay safe. It's a whole different ballgame when I see Holly Connolly is sick with the flu, and I'm like, oh crap. We must take care of her. We can't just leave her to die. Especially here since she's our only botanist, but that's beside the point.
Mercury Fallen says the recent change in colonist models is working toward that goal.
Awesome. Yeah, totally. They look so much better. Alright, so now we've got another tech. We can start building cars. We don't have all the resources we need to get everything I want to get right now, so I'm going to start digging stuff out and having some time. Holly is... It's mainly the botany, I think, that's causing her to not do as much work as I want her to do. Where is her botany? Yeah, her botany is above engineer. Let's swap those two. There we go. So now Holly will do engineering, which is crafting, before doing stuff with plants, which is probably necessary because we've got enough food. We probably have enough hemp. Yeah, we have over 600 hemp. We're good for a hot minute. Right now we just need metal and rubber and all sorts of things like that there.
Kayla says, Pyro pro tip, don't use 2 hunters unless you want to get headshot from behind while shooting animals.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm so surprised that became such a meme. I mean, my sheer incompetence is funny for memes, but like that specific thing, I don't understand why that became such a meme.
Well, the animals were right in front of him and the character was so close and just...
Yeah. I know it was Tink who got shot. I can't remember who made the shot. But, like, I'd sent out 2 hunters, and Tink got too close, and the other one shot her in the back of the head. He didn't mean to. He just missed his target.
Akamura pro tip, don't cross up the sniper.
Exactly. Alright. Oh, Nightbot's working. Nightbot is working hard, unlike he does on the channel.
It might be why he's working hard over there.
Yep, we're good so far. We just need to wait until we've got more what steel? Yeah, we're waiting on steel. Just need more and more steel, man. Gotta keep it coming. In order to get steel, we need iron, and shoot, I may need to get a second engineer because of how long this is taking. Let's see, we need azurite, which apparently I'm missing. Azurite is the blue. Okay. Yeah, the other problem that I've got for exploring is you can't give your colonists a go here command, because I want to be able to see what's going on with the fog of war, and I can't tell them to just, like, go. I can't tell them to explore. I don't think I can tell the robot to explore either. No. I mean, fair enough that they're all working hard right now, but I can't tell them to just start getting that fog of war out of my way.
Mark asks, is it intimidating entering the colony builder market? Some big competition. From what you said, the focus on exploration is what will set you apart. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of exploration in colony games. Because it's all about building up the colony.
Yes.
Just occurred to me that it's kind of fascistic in that respect.
It's what?
Like baseline fascism?
What?
Well, the idea of fascism is that everybody works toward the whole.
Oh, I see.
And all the colonists are working towards building up the resource vault, essentially.
Yes.
And that's what makes RimWorld interesting, is because it's not very fascist in that, like, sometimes colonists will just use stuff and not care.
What are you doing?
Because, like, you'll have, like, so many meals, and then someone will just eat half of them because they got the munchies.
What is... Alright, I need to see what's going on with our... Oh, we don't have enough plastic.
Mercury Fallen replies, it is intimidating developing a game and bringing it to market in general. Personally, for me, the hardest part is promotion, as I'm generally not good at self-promotion.
Amen, brother.
Amen. It's hard.
You're looking at a channel that's been operating 9 years and has a percentage of what Markiplier has, so I feel ya.
Yeah.
And the fans are probably sick of me saying that, but I don't care. That's the hardest thing for me, too, as a...
Promoting yourself is hard because you ask other people how they do it, and everybody has their own playbook on what works. And, like, putting it into practice, almost none of it works for you. So you gotta find the thing that works, but, like, what will work? And it's a lot of luck. And a lot of it is money, which good luck trying to raise capital alone.
Yeah. And what further doesn't help is there are places that just straight up ban you from self-promoting. So it's like, well, how do you do it if you're not allowed to do it, kind of thing. You know, like they say Reddit is the front page of the internet, but most Reddit communities do not want you to self-promote. That's why and I'll be straight with everybody. That's why an opportunity like this, where I get to work with the developer and we get a little cross-promotion going, helps me out, too, because it's like, you know, there aren't a whole lot of people who know this channel exists. At least not as many as I would like, so...
Ginergy asks, I don't get why you would ban self-promotion, because if you don't, then a lot of opportunistic scumbags will come in with a million different scam ads.
Yeah, like, there's a thin
prevention
line.
more than anything, and anybody with any legitimate, like, on-topic product would have trouble promoting themselves, because you'd need to find a workaround.
Yeah, there's a thin line between self-promotion and spam, and it's like... I think most communities want to avoid that, so they just do a blanket ban on it in the first place. Sort of like, you know, I mean, no politics, no religion kind of thing. Like, it's not so much that you want to ban people from having a civil conversation. It's that you know that once politics or religion get into it, the passion, which may be misguided passion, can make a complete mess out of whatever vibe you have going. So most communities just straight up say, like, just don't even talk about it.
Tribalist topics turn people into loonies.
Yep. So, and, you know, but that's why, like, on the Discord even, I've had to make I've had to evolve my position on self-promoting. Like, on my Discord, I encourage you to self-promote, but, like, if you're advertising that you have a stream, I have a specific spot for that. I don't want you to talk about your own stream in the main chat, because we ran into an issue where 3 of us, including myself, were all streaming roughly at the same time, and the chat started getting a little, not heated, but it got disrupted because so many of us were advertising our chats at the same time. So it's opening the floodgates. It's really hard. But then, again, that brings us to the original question, which is, if you're not allowed to do that, how do you advertise at all? And it's just, there's never a good answer for that.
Yep, I think our one rule for stream advertising right now is don't do it on Sunday.
This will allow mining vehicles to be Sorry, I had to, like I said, the graphic settings are kind of low, so I'm having trouble reading this. This will allow mining vehicles to be converted into mining platforms. We can start to automate resource gathering using resource transport vehicles. Well, that sounds fun. I don't recall that being in the one before. Ooh, basic robotics. Yes, let's get that first. We need to make our own little robots. All right, anyway. Yeah, as Holly says, it's one bad apple that ruins the bunch, and Mercury Fallen replies exactly and sadly that is always the case regardless of the best intention. Exactly. I mean, again, I'm not trying to blow myself, but like going back to my own community, like I allow politics and religion to be discussed in my Discord. But if those topics are brought up, I'm also very cognizant of what is said and how it's said, and I will be real quick to just do a blanket ban if the Discord turns into a freaking free-for-all. So there is a balance. And so far, at least for my community, you know, we've had people who get heated at each other, but we've never had any sort of, you know, complete and mental and
nobody
social
like
breakdown.
Strips down to their underwear, throws their clothes at people.
Well, I mean, they just have to ask in my case. I wasn't sure if I was going to say it, but whatever. Oh, hashtag not a pervert. Yeah, it's for helping people with their anatomy. Anyway, my point is, just don't be dicks to each other and everything will be fine.
Mark says, thankfully the Hawks are pretty good at debate, not drama.
Yeah.
And I think a good chunk of that is like our fans are pretty chill, and the ones who aren't chill know that we're gonna stomp that shit right out.
Probably. I mean, as important as everybody is in the Hawks, there's no secret that it's a dictatorship. I'll be quick to pull the plug on someone who starts abusing rules or being an asshole.
We encourage you to be kind to one another, but if you're causing problems, we'll stop you.
Yes. I mean, freedom is good and all, but anarchy generally isn't.
Yeah, and not only that, but free speech doesn't fly in a private forum.
Exactly. All right. Hey, there's some azurite. That's what I needed. So yeah, I need to get some driller bots so I can start digging up all this stuff in the ground too, but
Rainwolf calls you El Presidente Pyro.
Who coined Evil Lord Pyro? That's been a while.
I don't remember.
But yeah, that sounds like a TC thing. TC may have started that.
It kind of sounds like Ledge.
No, it predates Ledge. As much as I love Ledge, I know it predates him. All right. Oh man, I'm also running a little bit of, well, not really. I got about 200 resin. Alright, so what are we missing in the comm station? We need 15 electronics. Okay, so I need to get tech printing going, which I have. I just don't have a room for tech printing. Okay. Let's see, that's the assembly floor, I think? Tech printer needs the assembly lab floor. There we go. Okay. So you can see I'm covering up. Yeah, it's 6 wide. I'm covering up all of these. Oh, that's 7 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I don't need that many. I'm covering up all these extra resources, which, I mean, there's so many on the ground that it's not a big deal if you cover this up. Just realize that there's a ton more out a little further on your base. So you've got plenty to work with. And I don't know if it's implemented per se, but I know there's functionally infinite resources, because once you get all your bots and your vehicles going, then you can send them out into the world. Even if there's not actually infinite resources, there might functionally be infinite resources, since you'll always have options and such. And feel free to correct me on that if I am mistaken. Yeah. Doing any sort of artistic endeavor or let's plays, which probably shouldn't count, but here we are. It always feels weird. Like, how do you get your name out there? And it's sometimes you just have to be more lucky than good, unfortunately.
Mm.
Unless you're Dave, then you just kind of fail
Yeah,
upwards.
if you're Dave, all you have to do is just be yourself.
Large power storage, geothermal power. I really don't need those right now. Robot recycling I don't want. I might as well get mining platforms. You can see I've got all these techs that I just can't do anything with because of the order of actions I've taken. I really don't need to do any more science for the short term. So I might convert my science people over to help out with the refineries because we need more things here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's produce another... Let's get another biorefinery. Gonna have to expand the walls, and I can't expand the walls. Son of a biscuit. Alright, let's do this. Let's move this wall over here.
Holly says, always back to Dave, and Ginergy says, Dave is always there.
Dave haunts me in my nightmares. Alright. Yep, tear down those walls. And then add some refinery floor. And we can put a couple buildings there, or a couple refineries there. Another Pyro pro tip. If you're going to close yourself off like this, you usually want to put in a back door. Just so your peeps can get to some of the sections in the back. I'm not concerned with it here, but I might wind up making one eventually if I feel the need to get back there.
Mark asks, in terms of the base building element, what sort of facilities are currently implemented? Mercury Fallen responds, facilities in what way? There's more planned for decorations, colonist training, colonist entertainment, as well as trophy room of sorts for special artifacts that can be found.
Oh, I would love a trophy room. That would be awesome.
Ginergy says, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Who does, Dave?
Dave.
That's frightening. Hey, Ledge. Hi, Ledge. I don't know how long Ledge is. Yeah, sorry for not saying hi to everyone individually. Not only were there too many of you, which is, again, a very good problem to have that I'm not complaining about, but,
His wallet's full of awful pictures of his stupid face.
But I also, with all the tech issues I had at the beginning, I wanted to kind of get going quickly. Alright. Guys, get to the floor. What are you doing? Why is no one working on the floor? We just need structure resin. We've got like 173 of it. Guys? Dr. Jewett, what are you... Oh, he's eating a potato while standing on more potatoes. Okay, there he goes. Okay. Do we only have the one builder? Wait a minute. Did I set my robot to not build? Yeah, I did. Alright, Nightbot. Forget that. There you go. Don't worry about tech work. Holly can handle repairs. I just need you to run around and start helping to build
shoot,
things.
Ledge, are you alright?
Ledge, for the love of God, take care of yourself. We like you. Don't leave us.
Yeah.
Alright.
You stay right where you are. Unless where you are is a bad place, and then just, like, use your ledge powers to ascend.
Also, how dare he stand on Lalafels?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, you can't see them. They're only as big as your ankle. Guys, build this thing. Oh, electronics. Guys, don't worry about it. Ignore me. But then I need you to build this thing instead. Oops. There we go. And I need to run another power line. Like so. Okay. Yeah, we will get to the surface. I'm not going to end the stream until we get to the surface. It's just going to take me a hot minute. I think I can actually send someone to just walk around right now. But you don't really get anything until you at least get this comm station up. Because this is how your people search for anomalies out on the surface to go get. So we need to get this thing functional at least. And for that I need electronics, which my little buddy is working on here. I kind of built stuff out of order, so the tech tree is logical. Like, once I had unlocked tech printing, I should have made the tech printer and started getting a supply of electronics ready to go. But instead I just skipped it entirely. I hear you laughing.
Ledge says in all caps, I do what I want!
Wow.
You're not my dad!
Alright, so electronics and fasteners. There we go. You know, actually, the fact that you can move jobs around, it doesn't matter then, because if you have, like in this situation, I don't need the science, so I can just grab someone I'm told to do science, like Dr. Jewett, and we'll change him over to an engineer. And then, Sol, you can also be an engineer for now. Because I need stuff right now more than I need science points, because we can't do anything until we get some of this stuff taken care of. So, part of me wishes that you could sort of tell everyone to do everything on their own, you know, so that everyone can just do every job. But by limiting colonists to 3 jobs at any given moment, it does at least allow you to shift priorities like this, which is kind of nice. Like, no one's going to get lost in the shuffle. It's like, now I need, you know, if I need more people to build things, then I can make the conscious decision of what activities they don't need to do then. So, I don't know, it's a different but easily workable system than other colony builders. What? Sol failed to craft electronics. Recipe materials have been lost. Damn it, Sol.
Mark asks, if we want to follow development, where's the best place to do that?
That sounds like a Fed question, but that is a good question. Yes, go ahead and verbalize the different Twitters and the such, please. I do know the Mercury Fallen Twitter is at Mercury Fall or Fell. It's either fall or fell. Ah, crap. Yeah, okay, never mind. Go ahead and verbalize them once the dev gives that information. The Akamura.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm trying to load Steam, and it's producing some literal steam from my laptop with how much processor power is involved.
The comm station is active. All right, so now, Sol, we're going to change you. You no longer have to mine, but you do need to be a
Mark asks a Fed question?
Fed? What?
Mark asks a Fed question?
I don't get it. A Fed question?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh, a Fed, like, as in I'm feeding you a line. Like, hey, ask the developer this. Yes, a Fed question. Anyway. Alright, so Sol, what are you doing? Sol? What is... Oh, I need to swap these. No, I don't. I'm going to leave that alone. Where is Sol? Oh, there she is. Okay, so Sol is banging away on the surface scanner. Mercury Fall. I was right 50% of the time. Anyway, so she's banging away here, so now we can pull up the map. I mean, we already
There
could.
is also a Mercury Fallen Discord channel.
Ooh.
And Mark says, I am indeed feeding a question to encourage self-promotion.
Alright, so now I need to get a map.
So, do you have a link to the Mercury Fallen Discord?
Do I?
Yep, if it's public.
But yeah, it's probably on his Twitter.
Because there's limited posting power.
And then I need... Oh yeah, he might not be able to make links. Nightbot might stop him. You can make links, though, in the chat.
Yep, that's why I'm going to pop into the Twitter and see if I can find a link to it.
And I need the receiving mailbox.
Ginergy just noticed that the stream hit 20 likes.
Hey, thank you, everybody.
That's a good chunk of audience interaction. Thank you.
All right.
Need more of that.
In order to do the table, I need 5 electronics. Okay. So even though Soul's banging away at the comm station, I don't think she gets to see anything until we have a few more things available. Like, we need this map built. Yeah, we needed to get these things open. These little mailboxes are connected to the surface, and they either send or receive resources, so
yep.
you know, your colonists
Mercury
can go out
Fallen
on
can't link in here, but here's mercuryfallen.com. That'll lead there.
Sorry about that, Tim. Yeah, Nightbot is sometimes a little aggressive. He does not think he does not have spatial awareness? No, that's the wrong word. What is it when you are aware of things that are more than just like binary? I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, he's kind of dumb. Well, that's why we added the shitbot command. Thank you, Kalo. Yep, the mods are on it. I appreciate it.
And here's the link to the Discord.
If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, you can scroll down a little bit to see the chat history, so you can see all these links pop up. But I'll probably put those in the video description as well after the fact.
Yep, and I'm going to bump in there so I can join the Discord.
Okay.
My laptop does not like links.
What is that word? Now that's going to bother me. Computers are bad at it. I want to say it's spatial reasoning. Is that the phrase? Like, that's why they can't do certain puzzles. They can easily do math, but they can't do, like, art because... there's a word for it. It's going to bother me. I'm going to find... I swear it starts with an S, but every time I've said a word like that where I'm like, I think it starts with this letter, it winds up not, and it upsets everybody. Alright, why are we not building more tech stuff? Holly? Oh, Holly's building plastic right now. Okay, we need that. As far as I'm aware, you cannot...
Which says sentience.
It's not sentience. I thought it was spatial. Like, spatial awareness. But, well, whatever. Anyway. Man, I have not lucked out. I haven't found the 4th colonist. Everyone's just kind of hanging out right now. Holly's wandering. Holly doesn't have anything to do.
Ginergy says, I want to say algorithm. That's not quite right either, because an algorithm is just a mathematical function that produces a programming result.
But yeah, that's... The first time I heard the word, it was in connection to the crowdsourced, DNA folder. Do you know what that is? There was like... So there was like a puzzle game, but it wasn't really a game. That was crowdsourced by a medical team because the computer could not fold proteins correctly since it couldn't think in that sort of situation. So they crowdsourced it because they said humans are better at this kind of reasoning. I swear it was spatial reasoning. Because computers are not. Computers have to kind of brute force everything.
Well, let's give that a quick...
Which is why, like pathfinding is hard. Like, if a human looks at my base, I can, in a split second, work out what the fastest path is from any given point to any other given point. Whereas a computer or an AI or a program, whatever, generally has to kind of brute force it and try this like it can't just simply draw a quick line. It has to do a whole bunch of thousands and thousands of lines to figure out the proper calculation. Which is why pathfinding is so hard in many games. Anyway. Alright, so what are we waiting for? Okay, we're still waiting for electronics. To get electronics, I need copper. And to get copper, I need the blue stuff, right? Azurite. Yep, I need the blue stuff. Okay. That's what's hanging me up right now. I need blue stuff. So we have to go diggy until we find some blue stuff to work with. We got some stone over here. So another hot pyro pro tip, when you're trying to find a specific resource,
Ledge says adaptive reasoning?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, you look for like stones or coal. Just look for resources you can actually use and start digging that out, and then you will hopefully kind of stumble upon what you need. There never seems to be enough copper, but that's more of a Pyro is greedy situation, not a problem with the game. Alright, so since we need people to dig, again, we'll switch the colonists over. So Sol, you now have to be a miner. And Holly, you now have to be a miner.
That beat is so good.
It is. The music is better than it has any right to be, which it did last time too. Hey, there's some. Because it's only like one song, but that's all it needs to be. It's right mood.
It's like the Minecraft song, but catchier.
It's the right mood. It's the right pace. It fits with the flavor of the game, and it's relaxing and gentle enough that like it just kind of blends into the background. Surviving Mars has that problem. Like Surviving Mars has a couple radio stations in it that are very jarring for the type of game it is. The music's good, but like it's just a bit loud, you know? Alright. Oh man.
The one that sounded like the generic Beach Boys was weird.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. It's very out of place for what kind of game you're playing. Excuse me. Oh dear. Still looking for more azurite. Luckily I stumbled what is this? Azurite.
I will be right back.
Okay, the Akamura. Alright. Hey, there we go. There's a stasis capsule, guys. We've got a new colonist, or we will once I dig them out. Okay. The Agamura just called to me that if it's a guy, we need to name him Ledge. So we just need to dig out over here. This also means I'm going to need to expand the bedroom or also just not care, which might be my play, honestly. They can share a bed. It's not very often when all four need to sleep anyway at the same time, so there we go. Open capsule. It is a dude. Alright, so he's just standing around doing absolutely nothing right now. His name is Bruce Kirk, except it's not. It is now Ledge. Ledge, what is your favorite color? Alright, what? You're pretty sure it's green? How do you know Ledge's favorite color?
Icon is green.
Oh, that makes sense. We have a new captive. I mean food. I mean survivor. All of the above.
It's pretty easy to tell that about someone just based on their icon.
That's kind of true. Alright. Yep, Ledge says greens. Okay, where'd you go, Ledge? What is your job? Why are you just standing around doing nothing? Ledge is a doctor, a comms officer, and a scientist. Yeah, none of those are things we need right now. You are a miner, a builder, and I guess a hauler, because I have nothing else for you.
Give up on all your hopes and dreams. I'll tell you what you are.
Jesus.
It's fascism.
Right.
It's contained fascism.
Where'd he go? I don't even know where Ledge went. He just frickin' left. Ledge? Oh, is that him? Yeah, there he is.
Mark asks Akamura, what's my favorite color? Well,
There we go. Two-tone green with some black pants. How about that? Yeah. Carry that box, Ledge. Okay. I don't know anybody's favorite colors. Man, I'm having a tough time finding any azurite right now, other than all the stuff on the ground or in the floor. Oh man. But yeah, you just kind of have to get lucky, unfortunately, until you can start making your own. Or not making your own. That was poorly worded. I mean, until you get to the surface and everything.
well, according to your icon in Discord, Mark, it's probably green. I think you've said it's something else, though. Ginergy says orange is the best. Ginergy would be hard to tell since his is a rainbow.
Alright.
Zed Fontaine likes midnight blue or TARDIS blue. My favorite color is one that you can't see. Kalo is correct with purple for Mark.
Purple. Hey, we have that in common then. Yeah, this is the only thing I don't particularly like at the moment, that you kind of have to go fishing for resources. And sometimes you just don't get lucky. And you wind up in a situation like this where I kind of can't do anything for the moment until I find some azurite to work with. Either that or I just spent too much azurite early on or something, but there's plenty in the ground. I just need a deep driller to access it, and I don't even know if I could do that right now. Robot assembler requires electronics, which, yeah, electronics require copper. Yep, so not really much I can do here. Because I want to get this thing built first.
Mark says my Vikings group color is green, so it features a lot in my life.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's 19. Oh, I'm missing one freaking electronics piece. I'm just missing one chip. Are you kidding me?
Time to dig into those ruins for it.
Yeah, that's all I can do. All I can do is just keep digging and hoping for the best. I mean, to be fair, since, you know, your people aren't doing anything else, and especially since I'm playing on triple speed, it's not going to take that much actual time. But, you know.
Saul is asking for Mark and Pyro?
What?
Or is that in response to your favorite colors being purple?
Could be. But yeah, Tim has also said that, like, the last update included, or it made denser, resource patches nearby from where you start. So, but you still kind of have to be a little lucky and just dig in the right direction to find it.
Yep.
You know what I
And
mean?
Mercury Fallen responds, digging out in a straight single line can help find resources, which is the opposite of Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. Minecraft, Oh, I see some. You see it? Right there?
Get it.
Alright.
Ledge says, dig into ruins, what could go wrong? Dave. Dave could go wrong. And Saul confirms that she was referring to the favorite colors as being the same for both of them.
Yes, there's some more. Oh, thank you.
My favorite color is made with a trick of the light. It's called Stygian blue. You have to look at bright canary yellow and fire the cones in your eye on it, and then immediately look at just straight jet black, and you'll see it. It's
Weird.
a very vibrant blue that you can only see under that condition.
That sounds like some sort of LED. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. Some LSD kind of like situation.
Well, earlier in the stream, I gave instructions on how to properly consume psilocybin, so...
Hey, the map table's done. Okay, so now someone's going to be reassigned to the map table. Soul, that would be you. Since you were also our engineer for a hot minute there.
Disclaimer. PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza does not promote dangerous drug use or heavy drug use or
any drug use.
Or any drug use outside of necessary prescriptions.
Thank you.
Please find healthy outlets for your stress.
That's exactly why if we ever do another American Truck Simulator stream, we will be drinking a fluid.
A fluid.
It doesn't matter what that fluid is. It could be whatever your imagination wants it to be.
It was hops. Mercury Fallen says, Akamura, you're a complicated person, aren't you?
She is. She is a very complicated person. But at the same time, she is also... What is this? Oh, it's a wall. At the same time, she is also easy to please if you know what you're doing. Which sounded naughty, but I didn't mean it that way. The Akamura freaked out the other day. It was Wednesday. Because a big patch had dropped for Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god, the hats!
Okay, no, I was referring to the fact that I updated the game for you.
Oh, that's what you meant, but still the hats!
Yes, now we have the hats. Let's not get into that. I'll have to wind up doing that for the AP.
Oh, little babies.
Anyway, because I updated the Akamura's game without her, or just spontaneously because I knew she'd want to play it, she freaked out about that because none of her exes would have done that for her.
I think you're the only person in my life, period, who would.
I see. Well, luckily we can change that now.
Ginergy asks about the hats, but I have already been restricted from talking about the hats.
Oh, you can talk about the hats. Our people are still running around for a moment.
Oh, they've added new stuff. If you guys have seen the great little bean of Ronka, please Google that little sucker.
If you find the tweet I made, you can post my tweet specifically, the link in the chat.
They added, like, extra serpents, and they have little hats and little miner hats and little cowboy hats, and they're so cute. Who let them be so cute?
Right. Alright. Shit. I should swap this. Alright, Soul, you are now a comms officer primarily. So start slapping that keyboard. While everybody else apparently just walks around randomly. Alright, time to pick a line and dig straight. We are going this way. Did that actually work?
Looking for the link.
That totally didn't work.
There we
go.
Looking for the link.
Picking a direction.
It's here somewhere.
Oops. Whatever.
Oh, right in the heart.
Right in the heart.
Oh.
So, for context, with the newest big expansion, Final Fantasy XIV added this serpent that has arrested the entire fandom.
He's so cute.
Because he's so cute.
So would it be embed tweet or?
I believe so. Or maybe direct link to tweet, something like that. Hey, there's some. Aha. May as well get some stone while I'm here, too. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Let's see if this will work or create just a mess of code.
I didn't realize that there was, that the map table actually shows the real map. That is a nice little piece of polish.
It won't allow it.
I
I think Kalo posted it though.
Okay, thank you, Kalo. Yeah, you can see the bean having a hat in that one.
Aww. Little
Oh
screechy
shoot!
baby.
There's a second robot. We just found a second robot.
Oh my god.
There he goes.
Oh god. He's excited.
He is very excited. Oh, that's great. We just need a. Does anyone want to be the second robot?
Who wants to be the robot?
Hey, there we go. There's even more. Okay. So, diggy diggy hole. So, Soul, where are you?
Mark thanks Mercury for answering all of his questions today.
Oh, there's no way I can just kind of zoom in. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's having dinner. Her hunger meter is plummeting while she's eating. That's a
Saul
little
asks,
scary.
is it Daybot? Aw.
Oh, as in she's no longer hungry. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I feel silly. What are you doing, Soul?
Whatever she wants.
Why are you not doing stuff on the comms table?
William Jewett asks, can we make the robot robot? And Ledge also has robot spider. Saul puts forth Daybot.
Daybot? Oh, Daybot.
Daybot.
Oh, instead of Nightbot.
We could
That's
have
really
a
funny.
Dave bot and he'll just flip over and kick his little spider feet in the air.
That would be adorable. All right, which one do you like, the Akamura? What would you...
I
of the suggestions?
don't know. They're all good.
When I select dig, it looks like my logo?
Hey Google,
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
pick a
That
number
does have a
between
little
1
bit of
and
my-
3.
Ah, crap. All right, dig that out. Deconstruct this wall. And open the canister.
Google says 3, so it's robot.
Robot? Okay. Colonists. Your name is now Robot. There we go. Good. This will start freeing up the colonists from having to do so much digging.
We have someone named Nitrous Butterfly who says, Mercury,
Ooh.
you should record her skitter sounds and add them for when the player zooms in.
Legit, if you ever want our voices for anything, Tim, Mercury Fallen, whatever, legit, we are more than happy to do that for you for free. We won't ask for money. Just our name in the
Just
credits.
like a 30-second soundbite of different areas.
If you ever want voice acting, or oh yes, we've got a whole big vein of it. A little voice acting or sound effects or whatever, just hit me up. You know where I am. I would love to do that. I want to and it's again, we're not being paid for any of this. It's that I actually believe in Mercury Fallen so much that I want to see it finished and I want to see it,
Yes.
be as good as it can be. So
We are biased in that we are personally invested.
yes. So being anything we can do to kind of help it beyond just streaming, just let us know.
Mercury Fallen says he will keep that in mind.
All right.
Ledge says, Pyro, you are paid in love.
I'm paid in love. Depends on whose love. Otherwise, I'd probably need to keep the receipt.
Ah.
Said it depends on who. I
Ah.
wasn't making any specific reference to anybody.
But the implication.
Not you.
Ow. Somebody's feelings.
Can't wait for this to be out of me.
Do you need a drink?
I got one. I'm just annoyed. Seriously, being sick sucks. I don't recommend it for anybody.
Yeah. Whatever's going on with the flu this year is awful.
It was. This was apparently one of the worst flus on record.
Yeah, it was the
That's why
first flu I've gotten in a decade that's actually put me down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were a mess for a few days.
Not to mention, after it was over, I had to lay down and basically slow cough out a whole cast of my lungs, which only
Yeah.
ever happens with bronchitis.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, that's why, like, there are certain fears of the coronavirus that isn't 100% necessary. It's like, well, everyone's freaking out about the coronavirus, like, the flu is killing way more people.
Yeah, this year's influenza is bad. I had a fever of 102 for 4 days straight.
Yes, you did. That's why we took you to the hospital.
Mercury Fallen says, I was sick once. Never again.
Exactly. Alright, so... How you doing, Saul? Man, we still don't... What is Saul doing? I wish I could follow cam her, because I don't... She's currently wandering aimlessly. Okay, that's not good. Why would you wander aimlessly when I do have something for you to do? Why are you not messing with the comm station?
That actually kind of makes me think of...
Too much... Sorry. Unable
okay.
to scan for additional points of interest. Too much interference from existing points of interest? Wait a minute. Have there been points of interest that I... Son of a biscuit! There's points of interest. Okay. So... We should we should get an expedition team to investigate this area for possible... something... Flora? Something? I'm having trouble reading the text, like I said. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Since we got Ledge, and he enjoys killing things, we're going to form an expedition party. And we'll make Ledge the captain, because that's a good idea.
That won't go to his head.
And then we'll have him backed up by Nightbot. Alright, so take some emergency rations. All 3 of them. Okay, go embark. So now he's already on the world. That's what this icon is. He's just kind of hanging out, waiting for supplies. We need to get cooking, because when you do an expedition, you can't take raw food with you. You can only take cooked food. So let's see. Cooking is this direction. So first we need the water, and then we need the cooking station. Now I've got both of those. So now we need to get a little kitchen made. Alright, so let's make this, say, 4x4 kitchen floor. Okay. And then run a wall, which unfortunately covers up a bunch of azurite, but so it goes. Alright.
Ledge says, I promise to sacrifice my team for my own well-being. Before that, he says, I gets the murder license.
Alright, so back at the planet map. Oh, we're still waiting for supplies. Apparently, Ledge and Nightbot are just hanging around outside. I don't know why no one has given them supplies yet. Guys, oh wait, Ledge is indoors. Ledge, why are you here? Ledge, go outside.
Nobody gave him supplies.
Damn it, Ledge.
I can totally hear Ledge being like, I might as well make myself useful.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's hauling stuff more than
He's doing Ledge things.
He is doing Ledge things. We may need to just get some potatoes going first. Okay,
Yes,
so
the source of Ledge's power.
So there's a cooking station. And that has to be hooked up to power as well as water, I think. But either way, we need to get some water going. So, water.
Mercury says, make sure you still have the 3 emergency rations available.
Oh, that's true. Might be elsewhere right now. Alright, let's run the water conduit this way.
They may have been eaten and the supplies are no longer available.
Oh, that could be.
Ledge says, give me my stuff, damn it. Fine, I'll go build walls.
Yeah. It just says waiting for supplies. I don't think there's a way I can, like, add stuff. I think I'm going to have to cancel the expedition and then make a new one. Yep, emergency rations are now grayed out. Okay, that's fine. We'll just make some potatoes real quick.
Speaking of potatoes, do you want to tell the fans about our adventure this morning / afternoon?
You can tell them.
So, last night, Pyro was watching Better Call Saul, and there was a scene where Mike was eating breakfast in a diner, and it made him really want some breakfast. So this afternoon, early in the afternoon, we walked out to our local Frisch's, and we sat down, and I swear I ate like 5 potatoes worth of hash browns. It was so good, guys.
Was it?
Yes.
All right. Cooked potatoes. We want at least 50 cooked potatoes.
And Pyro got to bear witness to my savagery because the only proper way to eat hash browns is if they're covered in either cheese or egg. And so I ordered some sunny side up eggs, and I just like stabbed the yolks and dumped a bunch of potatoes in there. And swirled it around into this giant, delicious, eggy potatoey mess. And then I started it on the toast.
Yeah, the Akamura eats breakfast like a savage. The last time we went to Waffle House together, she basically demolished her entire plate. Like, there was never a pause of not hearing the metal utensils hitting the ceramic plate. Because even while she was chewing, she was, like, mixing up her next bite.
Ledge says I have concerns.
It was just a cacophony of noise.
Eating
and
breakfast is a way of life.
Yeah. If Mark comes to the U.S., we will absolutely take him to a Waffle House.
Yep. So, when they give you the little packets of apple butter, do you guys know the proper ratio of apple butter to toast?
Oh my god.
The proper ratio of apple butter to toast is to cut your toast diagonally, and then you put one entire thing of apple butter on the diagonal slice of toast.
Basically,
the entire thing.
More apple butter than bread at that point. Hey, there we go.
And then you shovel it into your face hole all at once, and while you're slowly chewing and swallowing that apple butter deliciousness, you want to be buttering the other one with another entire packet of apple butter. Ginergy didn't know apple butter was a thing! This is an emergency!
It's an emergency?
Yes!
What is the emergency?
He doesn't know what apple butter is! It's the most delicious breakfast condiment on the planet!
I mean, what are we supposed to do about this? Are we going to ship him an emergency batch of apple butter?
I don't have that kind of money. Ginergy, please look up Smucker's apple butter. It is the greatest of apple butters.
Oh, shit.
That isn't homemade apple butters. And if you can afford it, please make yourself aware of the gloriousness that is apple butters.
So where does cooked food
Holly
go?
says they don't give apple butter, they give Smucker's jelly. Our Frisch's gives apple butter.
Wait. Do cooked potatoes not have a storage chest?
Ledge says more farms would not go amiss. You do have more people. I'm totally not trying to take over the world with potatoes.
Because it looks like the refrigerator only takes raw food. Anyway.
Ledge says you got guys, you know not what you have done.
All right. What do we have for foods? We now have 4 cooked potatoes. Keep going, Soul.
Mercury says cooked food goes in the food dispenser.
Oh, jeez. I always forget the food dispenser is even a thing. Okay, so what I need then is the fine dining research. There we go. All right. So now, you know what? I'm going to combine these rooms rather than...
Ginergy asks if it would go well with mashed potatoes. I do not think so.
Apple butter and mashed potatoes?
Yeah, I don't think that would be good. Potatoes are a little too savory for it.
Yeah, well, it depends if you like sweet potatoes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, it might work for sweet potatoes. 1, 2, 3. Ah, shit. No, stop.
If
Cancel
I could
that.
just sit and just eat a container of apple butter with a spoon, I would do it.
That
I'd
is
throw it up.
disgusting.
I would totally throw it up, but I'd do it.
All right. Well, I mean, he nailed it, that you are definitely a complex person. Alright, let's see. I need to, let's get these out of here. So this is what I meant about splitting a floor or a room. Like, you need specific flooring to put specific objects on. So we need a cafeteria flooring over here, and so I'm just splitting the kitchen in half. So now, there we go. So we'll have cafeteria flooring here and kitchen flooring here.
If your local Frisch's does not have apple butter, please try your local Bob Evans. Someone's got the apple butter. Try your Waffle House.
Doesn't sound like it's a UK thing, though.
Go to
in the
Denny's.
UK.
They might have the apple butter.
What?
How do you guys not have apple butter? What is wrong with your country that you don't have the most delicious of Brexit?
Yeah, Brexit. We'll just blame Brexit on everything.
Brexit.
All right. Let's see. Eating table. Oh, man, that's bigger than I thought it would be.
Ledge is like, in-game ledge is all, you just said to build this and now you want me to tear it down again. Build it again. I didn't like it where it was. Tear it down again.
Let's expand that, and we'll tear down these walls.
Ginergy says, when I Googled it, it seems to be in London. Bit too expensive to go there. You can order it off of Amazon, I think.
What seems to be in London? A Waffle House?
Waffle House, probably. Frisch's,
Waffle House
maybe.
is an international company? That's the most shocking thing I've heard today.
Hey, trash is universal. It's not a controversial statement saying Waffle House is trashy, is it? I go there because it's trashy.
Yeah, the Akamura changes when she's in a Waffle House. It's really kind of disturbing. Alright, guys, get the floor built. What are you doing? Work harder. Work faster. Work more. We have 302 potatoes in the fridge, which means we can make 150 cooked potatoes. That's so many potatoes. It might almost be too much potatoes. There we go. Oh, Sol's actually eating at the table. Oh, that makes me happy. She's apparently eating 3 potatoes by herself, but my God, Sol, you are hungry this morning. Alright. Tear it all down, build it bigger, and build it again and bigger this time. Exactly. That is a colony builder in one sentence. Alright. Bring this over here. I was about to say, why does this need why would the food dispenser need power? But I guess, you know, we don't want bacteria growing on our food. Did you see the disgusting Burger King ad that just went viral?
If I did, I purged it from my memory.
So, in order to advertise that Burger King has all natural ingredients and don't use preservatives, they did a time lapse of a burger getting all moldy and disgusting over the course of a month. Like, you got to watch the decomposition of a burger.
Eat our food.
Yeah, exactly. It was just covered in mold. And then they're like, this is, you know, our burgers are great, buy it. It was ballsy. I'll give them that. It was ballsy.
It looks like you can get Smucker's apple butter off of Amazon. You can get a 200 pack of the little packets.
All right, let's try this again. Ledge and Nightbot, you are now in a team. You can take
get a case of apple butters for $30.
You can take 20 potatoes with you. That's 2.2 days. Embark. Waiting for supplies. Okay, so now... Yep, okay, so Ledge just grabbed a big box of potatoes. He's going to dump it in the one chest. Oh, that's not Ledge. That was Jewett. Ledge just took the elevator, though. So Ledge is now on the planet's surface. Ready to go. So we click Ledge, and we say, go to here. And now he's on his way. So you don't get to zoom in on where you go. You don't get to see the specific things in your on the way. But you do get to kind of explore. And we're going to see what's over here. You can eventually get vehicles. We have a vehicle bay. I just need to build it. All right, ledge explore. Among the various small bushes and scraggly plants, the team discovers an interesting specimen, a strange plant in deep purple hue, with a hard outer shell that appears to be a type of grass.
Like it.
Cracking open the outer shell reveals grain seeds that could be cultivated. Further study will be required, but we may be able to farm this plant in the facility.
Lick it.
So we got 15 biosamples and 1 wheat thorn.
Lick it.
Hooray! All right,
Put
next,
your tongue on it.
we're going to head over to this yellow one.
Ledge says, I have an important mission and you give me Shitbot as a companion.
I do, Ledge. All right, so now
Lick
go
the
to
weird grass.
here.
Do it.
I mean, this way, if anyone, tries to shoot Ledge, like, we don't have to risk anyone being shot because, Ledge will take care of that on his own.
Man, if I was ever in a survival scenario, I'd die pretty fast, but it would be a useful fast. What's this random thing? I'm gonna taste it.
All right, I guess we're doing fine otherwise here. I do need to build a facility. Oh, yeah, I guess I may as well start in on that. So, all right, let's expand the hallway. And then let's actually go one more. Meanwhile, Ledge is probably doing things, and I'm just, like, not dealing with him at the moment, which I should be. Okay, so let's make this 6 wide.
Ledge quotes me as saying, for science.
Whoa.
Mercury says she died doing what she loved, looking unknown objects.
There we go. Alright, so then I need the flooring of I guess the assembly floor? Hold on, let's see. Robot assembler, assembly floor. Yes, okay. That works. And is 100% logical. Alright, assembly floor it is. Oh, so that's the same as this. Well, what am I doing? I may as well knock this wall down, then. Alright, anyway, back to the planet. Ledge. This appears to be the remains of some sort of space vehicle that crashed here quite a long time ago. There are dozens of cargo containers spilling out from a large breach on the side of the ship. Investigate. The cargo containers are empty. They appear to have been emptied after the crash by someone or something. A closed, damaged door inside the ship may conceal something valuable. Attempt to pry open the door. We may be able to pry open the door. Oh, Ledge will pry open the door with a 30% chance of success, or Nightbot will try it at 10%. How about we blast through it? Ah, Nightbot has a better chance then. We may be able to...
Sorry, Holly Connolly says, yum, it tastes like snozberries, and Mercury says, it tastes like burning.
Alright, Nightbot, you can do it. Just as Nightbot starts to fire the mining laser, their foot slips on a wet patch of the floor. The laser jerks away from the door and carves its way across the wall and ceiling. When the laser finally stops, there's a large creaking sound. Just before the ceiling collapses, a chunk of debris strikes Nightbot in the back of the head and the team scrambles out of the ship. Ah, can I at least try it again? Or, nope, that's just it. Alright, moving on to the next one. Go ahead and head over here, Ledge. Okay, so now let's get the assembly floor, and I can get the production for a robot assembler. Have I not researched how to build vehicles yet? I thought I did. Yeah, I've got the vehicle construction. Let's see. What do I need to do here? I can make a rover, a doge, or and a vehicle bay. All right. How do I vehicle bay? That is the question. I haven't gotten this far in any of my games, so I'm not quite sure what I need to do here. I know there was something out here I could do, though. Oh, maybe it's vehicle bay not constructed. Yeah, I need to make a vehicle bay, and I'm not sure how. Vehicle bay is created on the surface. Oh, okay. What am I looking at? Expedition team has arrived at destination. Oh. Wait a minute. Let me take care of that first. This appears to be the remains of some sort of space vehicle. Investigate. We'll try to pry open the door this time. Go ahead, Ledge. Try to pry open the door. After a great deal of sweat, grunting, and cursing, Ledge is unable to open the door. Whatever is on the other side will remain a mystery. Ledge has received muscle strain.
Mercury says vehicle
Sorry,
bay
Ledge.
is created on the surface. Lower left build button on the map screen. Not as prominent as it should be.
I see. Okay, vehicle bay. I guess we'll put it here. Here. There we go. Okay, high priority. So I need it. So I need 200 steel, 150 plastic, 100 electronics, 400 structure resin. So there's a lot of stuff we need. All right. Okay, Ledge, go to this spot. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, and my people are putting the supplies in the mailbox to send it to the surface. Okay. So we're doing fine. We just need to keep getting stuff, shipping stuff over there. But yeah, and you can see we've made just the tiniest dent in the overall area of this world. I believe the last time I played this, I had a vehicle that I was zipping around with, so I was able to see things a bit more. Have I actually been streaming 2.5 hours? Holy crap.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right, we'll have to call it at 7 because I got stuff I need to do. All right. Ledge, examine the thing. Expedition uncovers a metal doorway. Scans indicate it's been here for a very long time, but the smooth surface shows no signs of age. No visual controls, but as the team approaches the door, it slides open silently. Peering inside shows a small empty room. As the team steps inside, the door slides shut and the small room begins to descend. After several minutes, the elevator comes to a stop and the doors slide open, revealing a large room containing various alien screens and interfaces.
Ledge is incredulous that he was not given explosives or even a crowbar.
Prying open metal doors with your hands builds character. The purpose of this place is unclear. As a member of the team walks toward one of the screens, it flickers to life and displays text written in English. It appears to be a data log written by Alex Kenner. Interacting with the controls produces no result. Okay. Actually, this would be a good time to discuss the story. Alright, Ledge, go ahead and head to the next spot. So yeah, you can see the discoveries in your screen. We've got lots of logs. Wow. Actually, that's so much information, I'm not going to read it, because I would be here all day. But, oh, that's interesting. So log 1 is his overall situation. My name is Dr. Alex Kenner. Something has gone terribly wrong. I awoke from stasis and so on. You can see he got at least 2,024 days deep. Partly for a lack of spoilers, I kind of don't want to read this anyway. I encourage you to check out the game on Steam if you want to check it out. Oh, I've got all of them, too. I've got all of his log number 1. But for log number 2, we've just started. Expedition Day 11. Made a trip back to the facility for more supplies. Really wish the vehicle bay was operational. Brought back a mining laser, but it had no effect on the door. Stupidly burned myself touching the door after. Structure itself is the size of a small shack. I'm not sure if I've stumbled upon an ancient secret facility or an ancient alien storage shed. On a more important note, I spotted animal tracks. I have the feeling we're being followed. Ooh. Alright, so just clearing out those things. Ledge has arrived in the next section. This appears to be the remains of a space vehicle. Search the ship systems. Amazingly, the ship still has some power. We may be able to learn something if we tinker with the ship's systems. Ledge will search the ship's systems. Only a 10% chance of success. Ledge pushes several buttons, but it's unsuccessful in acquiring any data before the ship's power finally runs out. Ledge receives eye strain. Alright, Ledge, to the next location. I probably shouldn't be laughing, but it's really funny to me that now we have injured Ledge twice.
Aw, poor Ledge.
I'm so sorry. Let's go to the plants. That'll probably be nice and safe for you. But yeah, you can see the map is growing a little bit. I mean, it still looks like someone just shot the map with a paintball, but...
Ledge is asking, why are you killing me?
Alright, let's go ahead and move the vehicle bay back to the bottom, because we don't have the resources for it right now. Let's see. What do we need? Metal? Copper, iron, titanium, steel. We've got a little bit of everything. I've got sand. I've got azurite. I don't have any hematite. That's the orange stuff. So I need to start getting more of that. Yep, just constantly getting resources, baby. Gotta
If you
dig
think
up
about
everything
it,
you see.
Ledge was in stasis for God knows how long, and we wake him up, and the first thing we do is put him to back-breaking labor.
I don't see a problem with this.
We're good friends.
We are good friends. We're the best friends. Okay. Start digging all this stuff up, everybody. We need resources. Okay. Oh, Ledge is already to the next spot. Let's check it out. A field of grass spreads for miles in all directions. The team discovers a large fruit-bearing plant hiding amid the grass. A tangle of tendrils extends up from the base with what looks like orange bananas attached to each end. A team member grabs one of the fruits, holds it to their ear, and pretends to make a phone call. Ledge, you are by yourself. Who are you trying to entertain? On a more serious note, the plant could be grown in the facility with further study. We got tangle fruit and
He's attempting
biosamples.
to contact the closest form to police. Hello, nature. Ledge is threatening to invoke the powers of Dave when he returns to the shelter.
Wouldn't the powers of Dave just, like, backfire and hurt Ledge instead?
It'd be just him scooting around on his butt for like a week.
I'm sorry, what?
The powers of Dave. Regular Dave would just scoot around on his ass and not get anything done while everybody else does work around him.
True.
Because Dave's an asshole.
Dave is an asshole. Hey, look. Food. Alright. Ledge is elsewhere. Okay, Ledge. What you got for me this time? An almost solid wall of twisted vines and massive trees stands before the expedition team. After some nervous glances, the team finds an opening and enters the forest. It is dark and eerily silent. A faint glow radiates through the leaves ahead. Go toward the light. The darkness has given way to a mash or wash, can't tell, of blue light that paints the aged trees. The source of the light is a grove of bioluminescent plants. Oh, that would be so cool to see! The team takes one of the plants for further study. So we've got a lumen bulb and 20 biosamples. Okay. Alright, Ledge, how you doing? You still have about a day's worth of food left. Plenty of cargo space. Alright, you can keep going.
80 is here. Hello.
Hello, AD. Thank you for joining the stream. So, yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier about how if mod makers get a hold of the game and can do some work on the surface stuff, it's literally infinite. I mean, you can come up with any number of different scenarios because it's essentially either a choose your own adventure card or just random generation of stuff. You can really make as many events as your imagination can hold. That'd be great. So that's why I'm really excited to see the surface stuff get fleshed out. Alright. Yep, so far we are nice and stable. I just keep not seeing when Ledge arrives at his destination. Team finds an old alien structure. Further investigation indicates this is an ancient biofacility. While any digital records are damaged beyond repair, there are various locked panels along the walls that could contain something. Smash the panels open! With the right amount of force, the panels could be smashed open. Who will attempt this? Ledge. While smashing wildly at the panels, Ledge loses their balance and trips over some debris. Whatever is in these panels will remain a mystery. Ledge has a sprained ankle. Ah, Ledge, you're letting down the team, man. You've got eye strain, a sprained ankle, and what was the first thing? Forget what happened to him. Oh, he's got like a sore back or something.
He's got pulled muscles.
Yeah, that's right. Ledge is having a bad day out there. So, I mean, obviously you wouldn't necessarily want to take just one person and a robot, but for funsies, that's what we did. So
Ledge is attempting to use banana magic to contact Garahatia in Final Fantasy XIV to get him out.
Alright. Okay, so Soul, how about you stop doing the communication thing? Prioritize being an engineer above that. Thank you, Soul. Ledge is at the new spot. This appears to be the remains of a space vehicle. Blast through the door with a mining laser. Ledge will try it. Just as Ledge starts to fire the mining laser, their foot slips again. Ledge now has a head injury.
Good God.
All right, Ledge, how about you just come home, buddy? You've oh wait, there's another one that popped up. Never mind. Go
Whoop.
check that out first. At this point, it really feels like Ledge is just wandering around out there.
Ledge is going to come home, piss in your bed, and fall asleep at his own.
He is. Well, he doesn't have a bed. We only have 3 beds. We never built Ledge a bed. Could I actually build on the water? Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can build on the water. Okay, so never mind. I guess I can't expand the bedroom.
You're going to give him a waterbed?
So that what this means actually is that this whole time I could have given him his own bed. I just chose not to. Well, that just seems mean. Oh, Ledge is at the place now. Hold on a minute, Ledge. We'll get you, buddy. I'm sure things will work out. Right,
AD says, I know people like Ledge. You can't even trust them with safety scissors. Ow.
Alright, Ledge. Oh, he's not quite there. He's almost there. There we go. Alright, buddy. This appears to be the remains of some sort of space vehicle again. Let's try the systems. Oh, Ledge is at 0%. Never mind. Search the ship. Ledge will search the ship. After fiddling with the lock containers, Ledge is unable to open any of them. He just friggin' quit on me. He's just like, nope, not even gonna try. Alright, let's get you home, buddy. Let's get you to bed that hasn't been built yet. Alright, we'll build up the bedroom floor there. And our builders should get on that. It's alright, Ledge. I'm sure there's a 0% chance you're going to turn into a murderous psychopath.
Ledge says, I'm just not even trying out of spite.
Alright, Ledge is here. Okay, you are free to come back into the base.
Ledge, pick the lock. I'm just imagining him looking around, picking up a twig and just doing this like half-assed, just like smacking motion of the twig against the lock.
Well, he just came in and just ran full speed toward a bed and just fell asleep immediately. Quirk's narcolepsy. I really feel like I could seize the disc snore. That's the description. That's extremely funny. So yeah, he has... Wow, he used to have 9 smarts, and now he has 4 because of his head injury. I'm sorry, 7, and now he has 4.
Mercury says he just kicks the storage container half-heartedly and walks away.
All right,
an attempt was
up,
made.
Everybody.
Ledge out.
Aw. Hey, he's back up. Now he's running around doing things. I don't know what he's doing. Where are you going, Ledge?
I
What?
think he's off to do Dave things.
I guess. I don't know where he... Oh, he's digging up some stuff for me. Okay.
I'm just gonna run away so you can't find me.
I need to... I need to make a back door. Let's get that out of there. And then we'll replace it with a door. Yeah, so I am very eager to see where the story goes and to keep following development. Tim, I'm going to try to do this more often than I did. I didn't like waiting a full year for it. Just I had other projects get in my way. So I am hoping to cover this game more, especially for each big update. I like the Akamura's idea that we revisit the game every time there's another big update. Because if I see it, then I can, like, play up to this point. Because, you know, when there's a big update, we'd probably have to start a new game. But it might get a little boring if we just keep starting new games every time we do a stream. So I can at least do a little pre-play and get us back up here. All right. Build, 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 build. Ledge. Ledge, what are you... Ledge. What are you doing, Ledge? Ledge.
He's daving.
Ledge, you may need to go back outside, buddy. You're starting to scare me a little bit in here. All right.
Mercury says that would be awesome. It's always fun doing the stream.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm always glad to have you here.
We've killed Holly.
Oh. We haven't killed Holly. Holly's still in the base. I know what you mean. I'm just saying. Actually, how about we send out everybody else? Because Ledge got to adventure for a hot minute. Let's let everybody else adventure for a hot minute. How many potatoes do we have at this point?
Mercury says I'm going to have to add a Ledge catastrophe event.
All right. Why has no one been cooking potatoes? Wait, is Ledge our chef? Who's our chef? Oh, Soul is our chef. Crap. Okay. Soul, I want you to cook first. Engineer second. And do the comm console third. Yeah, that works out. Okay, so now... So now we'll send Dr. Jewett, Holly, and Soul all out there. You can take all the potatoes that we've got, all 20. Embark. Okay. Hopefully they handle that. Of course, this means Ledge is still going to be by himself with nothing but the robots to accompany him. Plenty of cooked potatoes. Oh, Ledge is back asleep. He's probably kind of happy for the peace and quiet. Alright, back out here. Oh, crap. Except I don't have any places for them to go. Ledge, I need you to do me a favor down here. Get on that comms console. I was not thinking.
Ledge comments, local resident goes mad and slaughters his crewmates.
Alright, there we go. Oh, the map is even set up there, too. Oh, that's so cool! That's such a nice touch. It's not just a generic screen, it's the actual map. That's so cool. Alright. I guess there's nothing more I can do until Ledge discovers something. I have a feeling Ledge is now currently looking for, like, the most dangerous possible thing, so he can send his colony mates out to, experience a modicum of the pain that he experienced.
Oh, look, it's a giant jungle beast with teeth. Go get it.
Ah, crap. I should probably cancel the expedition because it's going to take a minute. Yeah, go ahead and come back in, everybody. Sorry. All right,
So
Ledge.
how was your expedition, everybody? It went fine. I don't know why you were complaining.
Yep, everyone came in and just immediately went to bed. All right, let's get another beds set up. That way we actually have 4. Yeah, Ledge can keep working on this for a minute. I forget what we had Ledge do. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we've got a point of interest. Alright, let's try this again. So now we go to Expeditions, Dr. Jewett, Holly, and Soul with a good 20 potatoes. 22 potatoes, sure, whatever. Embark. Have fun. Ledge is running around to help out. Oh no, Ledge just ran over to have some lunch before he goes back there. And so did Holly.
Ledge just runs up and he's like, help is for people who need it.
Standing outside the door was exhausting. Exactly.
Ledge says, you damaged my eyes and brain and you sit me on the comms.
You got it. Actually, you know what? It makes sense that with his damaged eyes and brain, Ledge attempted to get a really difficult expedition going. But it's just easy for them. Alright, guys, head over here. This will probably be about all we can do today. Oh, he found something else. That's good. I can't wait to get that vehicle bay built. I mean, we really need a bigger radius. There's so much to explore. Ledge no longer cares for his team. I don't even think Ledge considers them a team at this point. Ledge just considers them like a few meat sacks that occasionally get in his way. Explore. The team finds an old alien instructor. Investigate. Disable the locking mechanism. It's possible the locking mechanism could be disabled. Who should attempt to disable it? Looks like Holly's got the best chance. After carefully analyzing locking mechanism, Holly discovers the panels aren't locked at all. Holly pushes a practically invisible button above the panels, and all of them open. So on Holly's first attempt, she successfully got 30 biosamples. No one got hurt. Yup, that's exactly how that was always gonna go.
Mercury says Ledge is just randomly smashing keys on the keyboard at this point. Cam is asking about an AP.
I haven't decided yet. I should call the stream in a few minutes. You were going to play Final Fantasy 14,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to bum around and do some solo stuff.
Yeah, we'll pass on the AP tonight. I want to rest my voice one more week. Next week, we probably won't either, because next week, I will hopefully be at 100%, and then I can track the final chapter in my book, and then we can bring APs back permanently. But I've kind of taken the computer from the Akamura this whole weekend, so I feel a little bad. We found the remains of the Discovery rover that has been sent out by Infinity Corp ahead of its manned mission. It's been here for several hundred years. If the facility falling to ruin wasn't a clue, this certainly proves that the research team has been in stasis for much longer than intended. There are signs that indicate the rover was accessed after it landed here. Who or what could have done that? Whatever data the rover captured is no longer available. So that was kind of a wasted trip. Well, they're trying. I guess Ledge is still finding points of interest. Even though the crew has to walk, they seem to be having an okay time. That's extremely funny. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh, it broke. Ledge broke the comm station. And we don't have any repairers here. I mean, we do have... I could order the robots to repair it, but this is a good time to stop anyway. So we'll check out this final destination and then call it a stream once the team gets to this little forest down here. That's so great. Holly is 1 for 1 and Ledge is like 0 for 7 at this point.
How do you feel about this, Ledge?
He's probably going to rage punch something inside the... Well, like I said, he just broke the comm station, so... Alright. Let's see what we got here. Ledge table flip the comm station. Exactly. This appears to be the remains of some sort of space vehicle. Investigate. Blast through the door with the mining laser. Soul.
I'm just imagining him calmly just looking at what's going on. And then he just like slowly stands up, moves the chair out of the way, grips the table, and then like gets some leverage on it and just shoves everything over into one big pile of broken detritus.
Soul has a 40% chance of success and sustained a hand injury. Just as Soul starts to fire the mining laser, their foot slips. The chunk of debris strikes Soul in the back of the head. Oh yeah, head injury, not hand injury. Sorry, Soul. Alright, well, Holly's 1 for 1. Soul is 0 for 1, and Ledge is ready to just hit the reset button on his entire life in this whole mission. You volunteered, Ledge. You asked for this. So that's going to do it for today. Again, check out those links in the video description for Mercury Fallen on Steam. I will put the rest of the social links in there, so that should be there if you're watching this from the playlist. Yeah, we are going to cover Mercury Fallen again, especially after the next big update, because I really like this game. I want to see it succeed, and I will do everything I can to help it in my own tiny little way. Hopefully you enjoy it too. Check it out. It's a really fun colony builder. A little on the simplistic side at the moment, but there's plenty to do, and there is plenty more to come. I can't wait. So, do you have any parting words, Yakamura?
Not really. It was very on purpose, says Ledge. There we go.
Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again next week at 4 p.m. on YouTube for another stream.
Bye!